Yeah, we're up.
We're up. Yep.
All right, 1 second. All right. Justin,
Yes.
where are my grapes?
Oh, they're in the fridge. You want me to grab them?
Yes, I was not looking for an update on where they are.
Oh, okay.
Please, if you would. I know you're a busy man. The fuck is he? Is he washing them? Is he washing them already?
I think I heard him wash them the other day.
He is.
Finally, Chris is here, by the way.
Peek
Hello,
behind the
Chris.
curtain.
Good to have you back.
Thank you, Kirk.
It's been a while, right? When was the last time you were here?
December. Early December after Thanksgiving.
December. And Dave wanted to know, you have a job or no?
I do.
Did you not have a job for a while?
I didn't.
What's your new job? Are you allowed to say your new job?
I am, yeah. I'm helping fundraise for the local SPCA.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Get me back out there.
Big paying job. Congratulations.
Oh, yeah. It's,
Is that a full-time job?
it is.
Oh, okay. Can you do it from your house or no?
I know. I don't mind going in.
Thank you, Justin. I appreciate it. They're red and seedless. And big.
They look good.
Guess I got to feed myself. Fine. Whatever. What is this? Well, that's good to hear. Are you happy now, Dave? How are you doing, Dave? You okay?
I'm good.
You sure?
Yes.
Okay.
It was a cold, just so you know.
What?
It was a cold. You thought I was going to cry, so.
What are you talking about?
You thought I was going to cry.
I thought you said it was the allergies.
Well, I think it was a cold. It was a 4-day thing, so. Yeah, you never know with me.
How are you doing?
Well, what was it? Sorry, Chris. What was it?
It was definitely a cold, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
You just, okay. All right. Okay. Let's call Jeff Lowe now and get this out of the way. And then we'll get some other stuff with Chris. I think we'll talk to Trysta Krick briefly later on with all this controversy, which is raging right now all over the internet community, I suppose. I don't know. I told Jeff we'd call at 10:15. Hopefully he'll answer. He's too busy live tweeting the Olympics for some reason. Grown man.
Hello?
Hey, we're calling you a little early. Is that all right?
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine.
Okay. I didn't want to bother you during your Olympic live tweeting, but so you said.
No, it's all right. No, we're good. We're good. We're good.
What led to the? This, of course, is Jeff D. Lowe, who is the not? Are you the commissioner? Or are you not the creator? What is your title? Executive producer?
Like the really douchey title is commissioner, but yeah, executive producer and host.
Okay, and professional crier.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Hold on 1 second. This is just too loud. We have some plenty balls on the phone with Eddie for a whole different show. I feel like right now. Okay, here we go. I'm good now. I'm good. Apologies.
It's okay. It's okay. So, no, it's okay. We called early. So, what? So, if I'm looking at this intellectually, the year-long ban of Trysta Krick, if you put a gun to my head, do I think Trysta Krick cheated during the trivia? I do. But is that proof enough? Because there's no actual proof. There's a lot of circumstantial evidence, a lot of smoke. I'm not sure there's fire. There's a little bit of fire. How do you come down to the harshest punishment in Barstool dozen trivia history, a year-long suspension for my teammate, Trysta Krick?
A lot of it was, so there's Captain Cons, there's White Sox Dave, Smitty, but Smitty didn't cheat in my eyes. That was a very bitter Brandon Walker episode too, and I love Brandon.
Casey.
That was what that was. Yeah, I'm on the fence about the Casey thing.
She cheated.
But for me, it's a sentence. Like if you get caught cheating or you're accused of cheating, at least pretend like you give a fuck about being on the show and don't make it about yourself and like you're going to grandstand on the show. Because like when the push comes to shove, like we can do the commissioner thing and the logos and all the stuff. I still work my ass off on this show, and I like it, and it's the only thing that like puts food on my table. Like I love LCB. It's a cool podcast. It's not fucking spitting chicklets, and nor is the dozen either. But the dozen's the like most successful thing I have. So you're gonna make a mockery of my shit. Like I didn't feel like she like actually gave a fuck about the show, and that really
I'm sorry.
bothers me.
When I talked to you on the phone the other day, though, I thought my concern was by doing this, I mean, you are giving her, exactly. She doesn't really, I don't think, care if she did trivia all year. You're kind of giving her, you are giving her exactly what she wants.
I think, but I don't know. I actually
no?
think she'd rather come back. That was my read was that she'd rather come back and like either do that again or like have a lucky performance or and then make it like that. Just that doesn't sit with me.
Okay,
it doesn't sit well with me. At all. So
yeah. So was there any thought of so if you believe that she cheated, then you would then believe that Smitty's team and Glennie and Tommy won the match the other night? Was there ever talk of taking the win away from Team Minahan?
No, that was, and that's fairly hypothetical. I mean, she only added 1 point through like the alleged cheat. Like people bring up the Dulles. The Dulles one was like,
well, that wasn't.
I almost stood up. And,
that was not a great moment, but that also wasn't the point. That also wasn't the point for us.
No, exactly. The only woman I actually don't think she cheated on the J.K. Dobbins question either, because he's a really he's now in the NFL. Like, he's a known player. He's an Ohio State guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, I wasn't blown away by that. Really, it was only the Hubbard one. So at that point, it's what? It goes to overtime? And also, if we were doing that, I got to strip away multiple wins from Captain Khan's team.
Right.
And I never did that before. So that would be that was the precedent. Is that not controlling my show? Yeah, sure, of course.
Well, so this was my criticism of you, who I like, and I consider you, if not a friend, certainly somebody. I think we get along very well.
I consider you a friend, but that's okay. Yep.
I consider you a friend as well, Jeff. Then fine, I appreciate that. Thank you. I think this is, you've got to figure out some system where, or maybe I'm just a pie in the sky, and given there are people like me and Brandon Walker in the league who are always going to accuse people of stuff, maybe it's just impossible to stop the accusations, but there has to be some system where it can't happen as often. If it does, or you just let them, because there's the other crowd, like the Big Cat, the Big Cat crowd is like, let it be like steroids in '99, let it go crazy. It has to be, I think, one way or another. There must be some way to legislate these people. I'm not sure, but I don't know how you do that. How you do that on some trivia thing on all over the country.
You need villains, you need bad guys, but like that was they're not doing it anymore. So I would say like you could fill in like the heel role, but like the Yak were villains because they were good, they didn't cheat, they were just obnoxious, but in a funny way. Now they don't do that anymore because they I'm not doing this anymore because everyone hates it.
Right.
But like I set up the tournament, that's a villain. Cheating isn't a villain, just being a piece of shit. That's where. But you're right, because like this show went from at first kind of like a joke. It wasn't a joke, but like it was a stupid game during quarantine for Brandon Walker and PFP, because we had a radio show that wasn't on air just to play trivia, and it like slowly developed. And me, this is where I fucked up. I thought after the tournament, we mostly had those 13 teams. People are not going to cheat now. Like they go, oh, this is a legitimate operation. This is not something to fuck around with. But then again, we just added somebody who she actually had played before, which that was another thing on the rundown. She's like, I'd never played. She did.
What are we doing here? Yeah, I didn't know that.
Yeah, she played with KFC and Joey Molinaro. And
who's that? I don't know who that. Oh, is that the Impressions guy? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. Gotcha.
Jeff, Jeff, I'm sorry. Why don't you have people in New York be on site in the office? Like, why have Trysta be remote at all?
It's just but you could show is that, and Kirk can attest this, like we can kind of do it whenever. Like I lose the flexibility the more I force people to be places. Like the tournament was great, but you had to do it in such a breakneck short window where like we just I lose that flexibility to have everybody play. That's what people ask all the time. People are like, can they wear oven mitts? Like I don't know. I don't want people wearing fucking oven mitts. Like I just want them to not cheat.
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you, like I take it like I'm not kidding. Like I'm fine with, I think it's a tough call. It's, I'm going to keep my team going, but I take this thing friggin' very too seriously. Like I do not. If I was playing against somebody who I was convinced was cheating and I lost, I'd lose. It's probably inappropriate for a 46-year-old at this point. I'd lose my fucking mind. I would lose my fucking mind.
No, and I like everyone who I think maybe had like a too cool for school type attitude about it, maybe, and I don't mean that in a negative way at all. I think it was very clear after the tournament that everybody took it seriously.
Yeah.
I think it was like
too seriously. Like, so what? Yeah.
But I fucking love that. That's amazing to me. Like I'm gonna bitch and moan because that's what I do because I don't know. That's just who I am. A fucking cry or whatever. But like I love that. I love people taking it seriously. So no, like we just recorded our last one, Smockin versus Experts, and they had their screens tilted a good amount. The one thing that I can't really control is there was people thought that Trysta didn't have people in her earbuds. So I don't think that's possible because I think she would have had to split audio for you guys.
Yeah,
and
that seems
unlikely. Crazy.
That seems unlikely.
So they showed their hands. They were holding, like, Large is really good about always having like something in his hand, and you can only see like where you're sitting. So I got to do a better job to make sure that happens because I guess I'm soft and I just trusted everyone wouldn't do anything, and maybe she didn't cheat in every question, but it was just, I mean, the dullest one. What are we doing?
That was rough. I'll admit that. I'll admit circumstantial. I'll admit that's rough. So, I saw you tweet. We've gone through a rotating group, and I have announced, and now that I have the commissioner online, we can make the announcement official. The name of the new member of Team Minahan, Justin Trudeau.
Wow.
Whoa.
Was considered, and then I thought just wouldn't be appropriate for the team. So I wanted to go with somebody a little more level-headed, somebody I can trust, somebody I know will have my back all the time. And that's why, consulting with my good friend Pat, we've decided to add Rico Bosco back to Team Minahan.
Yes.
What a moment.
Which, again, I can't stress enough, Jeff. I texted. Do you want a little backstory in this or no? I'll give you a little backstory if you want it, Jeff. Okay.
Yeah.
I bet you haven't listened to the Dave Portnoy show yet this morning.
I saw the tweets okay. So I'm first texting with Pat. First of all, like I didn't know Pat very well. He's a great guy. Pat.
Yeah, I love Pat.
Yeah. Which is my producer. Where's the back and forth with? Here it is. Okay, so I said, I was first going to go with Justin. Like Justin was a go. Pat could confirm that. I don't know if did you know that, Jeff, or no?
I sit really close to Pat and I was like, who is it? And he's like, I think it's Justin. Yeah. So at that moment, yeah, you're not. I don't think you're loving it. That's what he said.
So it was going to be Justin, but then I was like, so then he reached out again. Pat said, are you out on Rico? He wants in. And he said, then I said, Rico needs to plead his case online. I'll let him know. So then Rico texts Pat, tell the skip, once the bridge is burned, you can't unburn it. She never comes back is condition 1. Condition 2, fat boy from Philly is never referred to as a friend, etc. The men of fans keep him at a full distance /0 engagement. 3, we go hang a banner. So those are his conditions. I said, tell him we're all set. And then Pat said, okay. Then I reached out to Rico one-on-one, and he quickly dropped 1 and 2. So he was on board. And since then, there's only been, I would say, 85, 90 texts he has sent me since last night. So yeah, so Rico is in. And in the play, I was terrible in the playoff game. Rico played great. I actually think Rico, from a playing perspective, is a good fit for our team. I think. It's not going to end well, we know, but yeah.
He would have got every question Trysta got the other night, and probably more.
Right.
He would not have missed. He would have absolutely gotten the NFL one. You guys are actually very good. Like the two of you together are a pretty formidable. The only reason like the sentiment around Rico and trivia is negative because, and I love the guy, just because he's Rico. Like he's just like, it was a Dave thing. Like Dave replaced him. Like everything's kind of negative around Rico. He was on ZD for a while. He had no help, and I love that he Clem. And they always like talk himself. He does talk himself on answers a lot.
Yes.
And I feel like you're as unbiased host. I think you are sometimes a little too open to suggestions on the show because you're typically pretty fucking solid on, like when you got an idea on something, I think you're usually pretty right on it.
Right.
So if you guys can lock that, I mean, you're pretty. Pat has joked. He's like, I may not speak.
Right. It's true. But you need like a solid, guy who's not going to lose his mind. Pat's like the quiet. I like him as a quiet rock of the team between me and Rico. I think he's going to be the guy, sort of the conciliary. He's going to bridge peace between us. But I think it'll last 3 weeks is my guess. I would say 3 weeks, which would be good.
3 matches that'd be huge.
Yeah. When are we? Do you have any idea when we're lined up next? Out of curiosity, or no?
No. So I have to announce these new teams. So there were a couple new teams. There's going to be a couple shakeups, I think, for new teams.
Okay.
Also, new teams are going to. I think I might have said this on your show or the episode after, but new teams are going to have basically 2 chances. If
I
you
saw
go
that.
into, you're off the
I
show.
saw it. Would that have included? So if that was me with 2 new players and we had lost 2 games, I would have been out. Okay.
No, you are considered one of the 13 founding team members. Yeah,
What an honor.
That's big. That is. I appreciate it.
Yeah.
We were lucky to win the other night. So there you go, Jeff. All right. Well, I'll let you. Any new movie stuff before we let you go? Anything interesting or no?
Did you and I talk about the Woodstock '99 documentary?
I haven't seen it yet. Chris, did you see it?
I have not seen it
It's
yet.
not my now watching these. This is not my era. I'll watch it. I think our buddy Stephen Hyde was
Right.
in it a lot, right? So was it good or not? I saw a couple people say it was not great. Some said it was good.
It's a really weird, and this is like weird coming out of me because I just don't, and I'm not I don't talk politics. I don't care. Like that's
Right.
why I left news. But like, it's good in spots, and I love shit like that, like '90s like stories. It's like I've watched a bunch of stuff in it before. The footage is like eerie and crazy, but it has like this really weird like First of all, it blames baby boomers for that. Like it said they were trying to recreate something and they made it corporate.
Right.
But also, there's this really weird thing where like sort of implies like blames like basically Limp Bizkit performing at Woodstock for creating like I guess like white Trump America. It's like really
Jesus.
weird.
I don't know if I can handle that. And it's Simmons, right?
really
Simmons
like-
produced it?
That- That's what turned me
Yeah,
off.
it's like
Yeah,
30
no
for
kidding.
30. Yeah,
Huh.
it's not the whole thing, but you kind of watch. You're like, huh? But it is. If you like music, it's kind of a cool watch because it is crazy. There's some crazy shit in there. Also, Scott Stapp from Creed is in. He looks fantastic. I heard he wasn't doing well.
Have you seen Stillwater or no?
I have not. But Green Knight, unreal,
Oh yeah, is that right?
Dev Patel movie.
Yeah, it's
like-
good. Yeah.
fantastic. Yeah,
Okay,
very
I'll give
fun.
it a shot.
Good.
All right. Well, the commissioner Jeff Deal, thank you, and yes, that's now official. You can let people know Rico Bosco is back on Team Minahan. So there you go.
We're about to, and I'm about to do something. About to add him back to the group text. So
Oh Christ. Well, fuck. Well, all right. That seems fair. But I'll tell you, a very power move by Jeff Lowe, by the way. Immediately removed Trysta Krick from the. Which I mean, does that mean she's removed from that for a year? Do you put her back on the group text in the year or no?
as far as I'm concerned, this is you. She's been released of her contract.
So she's a free agent in a year. A year from the suspension date, or when year 3 kicks off.
The moment
this
the
is good journalism
champion
right
lifts
here.
the trophy.
Thank you. What's that? Oh,
The moment.
the minute you're saying
Yeah,
the
when
moment
when
Rico
trophy's lifted.
and I lift the trophy together. That moment.
Well,
she's
Pat,
there.
Pat as well. Yes. Yeah.
Well, yeah, that's true. Yes, Pat. I forget. Well, I mean, yes, I forget Pat. I'm a little worried Rico's going to try and take this team over, but I will be amused by it at the same time. So I'm happy about this.
You're the captain. You're the captain of the team. So that's,
Well,
yeah.
we'll see. We'll see. This is a big test of his loyalty. All right, Jeff. I'll talk to you.
Yes. Thanks, guys.
All right, thanks, buddy. See you. All right, my friend, evidently, Jeff D. Lowe. So there you go.
Wow.
So how close was Justin to? So let's say Rico doesn't work out,
Right.
Which sounds like it is inevitable,
Right.
Oh, is Justin waiting in the wings? Is he the vice president right now?
No, I would say no.
No.
No, I would say, I thought about it and I just thought, I think Rico is more entertaining for the masses. And he played very well in that game. When he knows college football. Justin, do you know college football well at all?
A little bit. Not
as well as Rico?
Not nearly as much as Rico does.
Yeah. Are you okay with it, with being bypassed?
Of course.
Okay. I didn't want to upset you. So, yeah, I would say, put it this way, yes. So if we have a game a week from Tuesday or whatever, and Pat can't do it or Rico can't do it, I think Justin would be the first fill-in.
I think that's great.
think
I
he's like
want
the-
Justin on that team.
I think he's like the Jay Leno of the 80s filling in for Johnny.
He's an alternate.
He's an alternate.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think yes, but once Rico said, because Rico's legitimately was like Minifans can't communicate with
Jeff Nadeau.
Jeff Nadeau, and I thought, well, that's gonna be really hard to legislate. And if I ever say that, all they're going to do is communicate with Jeff Nadeau.
I like Jeff Nadeau.
Yeah, he was on your show.
Yes.
I don't like him. Why don't I like him?
I forget what.
I'm saying there should be a Twitter account called "Why Don't I Like Him?" Where people remind me of why I don't like. So he did something. Oh, he didn't want me to be part of the sit down.
Yeah, he didn't mention you in
He
that.
thinks you confused that though. I don't know. He was vouching behind the scenes. But do we call Rico right now and set the ground rules? Do you need to do that or?
No, we'll talk to Trysta.
Okay.
I told her we'd give her a call because I do think like in a literal way she got railroaded on this one. Like there's no proof that she, but we all know she did, but there's no proof that she did.
This is like Frost Nixon. You're this shamed person coming out of the woodwork, and you're
That's
going
true.
to interview. This is exciting.
That's true. I'm not a big fan of that movie.
I thought it was okay. Some decent performances.
I think Michael Sheen was almost like Austin Powers in that movie, kind of like, you know.
Ron Howard's not a good director.
No, he's not.
Wildly overrated.
He's made some good movies.
He's made some okay movies. He's made a lot of movies.
The beginning of his career was better director. Well, I don't know if he's not a good director or he just doesn't choose great material. Like, yeah. I actually didn't mind that Solo movie.
I haven't seen that.
That he filled in.
I actually liked Cinderella Man more than probably I should.
Okay, it's just too like syrupy.
I can
That's the thing,
that can work on me sometimes. But other movies, like we did Backdraft for the show, and like it's actually not a good movie. Like I had much warmer memories of it.
Do you want me to text you numbers?
Yeah, do you mind?
Almost said Steve again. Yes, 1 second. I do not mind. You only made the sequel to Backdraft?
They did. That's right. With Donald Sutherland, right before I was his role
and
as
Billy
Ronald.
Baldwin.
Oh well, that's
it's just funny though. It's like what would happen to that? 1 second, because I have it. I don't actually have it because Jeff deleted it. 1 second. I think this is right. I don't even know if this is actually the right number. So just.
Do you want me to confirm with Jeff quick?
Or
just call it?
1 second. Disaster. God, I suck at this. Actually, I think that's right.
Okay.
Nope, it's not right.
Uh-oh.
Hmm?
I was just about to call it, so no?
1 second. Those are the last 4 numbers. That should be easy for you.
Did you know George Lucas actually wanted Ron Howard to direct the prequels?
I did know that. Well, of course, they have a long history together.
They do.
Yes, going back to
Willow, right?
American
American
Graffiti.
Oh, of course.
Yeah.
Another terrible movie. Willow is awful.
Oh, they say American Graffiti. American Graffiti's good.
No, American Graffiti is good.
I think Ron Howard is actually also in more American Graffiti, which was produced.
Yeah.
Which is.
Your call has been forwarded to an automated voice messaging system.
Can you confirm that certain number with Jeff? All right.
Yep.
Well, whatever. We can talk to it later. Let's talk about IPVanish here for a second before we get the other stuff. IPVanish.com/Kirk, a virtual private network. VPN, super important tool that helps you safely browse the internet. You can use a VPN on your computer, tablet, phone, even things like your Fire Stick when you're streaming media. When you use a VPN, all your data is encrypted. What you're reading, what you're searching, what you're watching is all protected. If you care about the security of your online activity, the easiest way to protect yourself is with IPVanish VPN. IPVanish provides, again, connection for all the traffic. Again, websites, Wi-Fi providers. Hackers are not going to get into your data, so you need that. And here's what you do. Let me make sure I have this page correct here. I think it's is this right? 65% off? That's right, I believe.
That is right.
There you go. Wow. Monthly and annual subscriptions, go to IPVanish.com/Kirk. One more time. That's IPVanish.com/Kirk. All lowercase. Get moving. Thanks to IPVanish for joining us this week. How goes the search, Dave, to find something to fix my lisp when I'm...
I ordered a product for you. So the one thing I was going to ask you...
What am I going to do with it?
I was going to hand you a microphone. I was going to try to connect everything together for you so it's easy.
Hand me a microphone?
I was going to ask you, like, do you have the room to bring some other things with you? Is that all right? Like, can you bring the microphone? Can you bring this piece of equipment that I want you to bring or no?
How big? What are we talking
It'll be small. It'll be super
The microphone is small?
Microphone small, wire small.
Sure.
Yeah.
There's an anti-lisp equipment.
Well, yeah, it's just like connecting a real mic to an iPad or an iPhone.
I don't know about I don't know if it's bad on the iPad. I know it's been bad on the phone. I haven't done it.
I think it's your headphones. You're using the mic on your headphones, right? That's what everybody tells me.
I have no idea.
Yeah. Sure.
Yeah. Okay. So I think I'm going to be away for the case for all 3 of those shows, I believe.
Oh, okay.
So we'll do Monday, Wednesday, Friday of that. Or we can take the week off. But I figure why not do the shows?
No, let's do it.
I mean, if Mike wants to come in here for Monday and Wednesday, if you guys want to be in here, that's great. If you guys don't want to be here, that's fine. Whatever you guys want to do.
Yep, we'll do it that way.
Okay.
And I'll test it before. And when do you leave so I can get you that stuff?
I think it'll be the weekend.
Okay.
I think.
I'll have till Friday.
So yeah, a week from today or whatever.
Perfect.
Okay. Sounds good. What else is going on?
Well, how are you doing? I mean, you kind of dropped a nuke on us at the end of last show.
How do you mean?
You were saying that, you're thinking, hey, after the Wilbur, maybe not doing this anymore, or at least doing this, and, I think back to Madawaska a couple months ago, and you're like, oh, we're going to come back next year. Where should we go next year? I just feel like something has changed. I don't know if it's Dave or if
certainly Dave plays a role in it. There's no doubt.
Is it just not fun anymore?
So there's not fun. I mean, I come in here and I have a good time. I like doing the show, but there is a bit for me now. The more I've thought about that, like I can do this. I've done this 50,000 hours of this. Like, and it's kind of like, do I, it's a muscle that I don't really need to flex anymore. I don't think. I don't enjoy it. This isn't about Dave. I enjoy this more than I enjoyed the old show, but I feel like I've just done this enough. I just feel at times bored doing it.
Were you bored 2 months ago or 3 months ago?
Yeah. It's not a Dave thing. Like, yeah.
But you just did something pretty fulfilling, right? That was different. You liked doing the case.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that.
That's going to be a major factor.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to doing that again. But I can do that and not do this. I mean, that's, I think that option's available. I don't know.
Yeah, but you said the other day that the case hurt this. So if you really enjoy the case more, does it make sense to continue doing this?
Yeah, but I think the case, the way that we did season 1, and that's not like, it's not a Steve knock. It's just the way this season went and the way the story unfolded. It was so, I mean, we were in here all day, every day, like pushing it. Like we would be done with episodes on Monday morning and do the show and then clean up a little bit, then release it. And we were all weekend. It was 7 days a week, like 13, 14 hours a day. So like, I will not, season 2 is not going to be like that. It's just not. So it'll be cleaner, easier, to produce and done. So I don't think that's going to be as disruptive a force as it was season 1. I hope not, anyway. Yeah, but no, I would say, like, yeah, like there's like, if you ask me right now, will I be here a year from today doing the show? Like, I would say no chance, none, 0.
That's not a great answer.
Why?
I mean,
but it makes me like,
have to find a way to make the show more fun for you then.
That's what I was gonna say. Like, how do you change your mind in that
how do I
scenario?
make the show more fun?
Or more fun for you, or just something you want to do.
But I don't, it's not that I don't want to do. I've done it. Like I've done it a lot. Like why? You know what I mean?
I don't think it's crazy at all.
What?
Like, I just your viewpoint. I think like if you look at a lot of other people, they are juggling. Like you're all in on both of those two things. Whereas I look at some of the people at Barstool, they all do like 5 different projects because they're not all in on specifically one.
Yeah, like I take this show, you know, Dave knows, and Dave does too, to his credit, very seriously. Like we work, I think about the show, I do the show, and like and I don't want to be a person who does the show like past the point of when it's not really good anymore. I know I sound like stern now. Maybe people are like, oh, that was the case. You're already at that point. I don't feel like I am, but like. If I keep doing this let's say I finish the contract and sign again, and it's like, then I'm just coming in here because I have a contract, and I don't want to do that. I'm lucky, and I'm also like, I don't have to do that. So, so I mean, it seems
good
like
to you, right? Like good to you, because I think your version of like where it's not good anymore, I think the listeners are always going to think it's still good.
Right. And some do, some don't. And that is great. Like I don't mind the listener. I mean, the minute fans like have also just worn me out, like the negative, bitchy ones. Like it's kind of like it'll be nice to not have them in my life too. That'll be a nice moment when you just say goodbye.
Do you want me to get rid of them?
I do not, Justin. Okay. No. I did see somewhere you have some list of Meta fans I saw on Twitter yesterday that we're not allowed to we banned from the show or something.
I have a list of Minifans.
Was there something, Dave?
I saw Jason. Yeah, that was made up nonsense.
Yeah, what was it? We have a list of what?
That people that we don't ban, but we mute them.
Oh, we should do that. We should. I'm all for that.
Justin needs the Minifans with his new Cameo. I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, yeah. Well, how is that going? So we'll get back to Chris's questions in a second. But how is that? I assume you have more or no?
Oh. No, we can. I'm curious how much Justin's made doing his new
fortune, I would guess.
Yes, I've done a total of 5 cameos so far.
And you're charging $15 a shot?
Yes.
Oh, but I need some time off from that emotion.
The old George Michael request on Cameo.
Yeah, you gotta have faith.
Yeah.
Well, so you made $65, or no? I'm sorry, is that right?
Like $50 after they take out all the fees.
And you're saying you should keep that money for yourself.
You sure?
Yes, of course. What are you talking about? You talking about buying new equipment? No, it's your money.
Okay.
No, where do you go for this? What is it? Cameo?
Cameo.com/KMS Justin.
That's your severance package for when Kirk ends the show in 6 months, Justin.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I also I would feel bad leaving Dave and Justin in the bag a little bit on that one.
What's Justin gonna do?
A little bad, but the same thing is they're also grown men. Like if you come work for Kirk Minahan, there's a chance this guy's gonna lose his mind and just walk away one day.
What's Justin? But Dave maybe he'll do some real estate thing. But what's Justin gonna do?
Well, Dave has other jobs.
Well, Dave's gonna go to
Justin.
Barstool.
Justin will be fine.
Yeah, I'll be fine.
Yeah, life goes on. I mean, I'll probably keep him on retainer. I'll probably throw him some money over because he has there's nothing else he can do. Like, what else is he gonna do? Like, what would you do, Justin, right now if I said this is it? This is the last show. Like, what do you do for a job? What's next?
I don't know. I'd probably look out there for some producer things. See if I can get in touch with any see if I don't know, Craig has anything available, you know.
Who?
Craig, if he wants to kind of like start his own podcast.
Who is that?
Blind Mike Project.
Blind Mike Project, baby.
What the fuck are you talking about?
Yeah, taste your fingers, you
So-
fucking piece of shit slut.
So there's there's nothing going on, you're saying?
Yeah, well, I mean, I'm focused on this right now.
Again, but I'm saying today, 10:30 right now, I'm saying I am done. It's over. It's like, what does your Monday look like? Yeah, I figure you take the weekend, relax, maybe sleep a little. What is Monday?
Yeah, I'd go job searching.
All right, I like it. All right. I like it.
Manual labor.
A producing kind of job type thing, and he'll talk to Craig.
Yeah, no, I'd probably start my own podcast and do
Oh,
something with my
good.
friends. Yeah, it'd be huge. It'd be big.
I would have hired Craig for this job instead of Dave or Matt.
Really?
Yeah.
Why is that? He's so boring.
I think Carano understands KMS really well. Does not understand the fans.
Right.
Right? Like it just doesn't work.
Okay.
He's too earnest on Twitter. And I think Dave understands the fans. Doesn't understand this show.
Ooh, what do you think of that, Dave?
Interesting.
Well,
That's an interesting take.
You had like large gaps where you didn't listen, you know, and I think it shows. Now, obviously, the more you do this, the more you're going to get the show because you're part of the show. But I think at least initially, it's a bit of a stumbling block.
Uh-huh.
And I think Craig is kind of that middle ground. I know like Cullinane and Matt are much better technically.
He has no personality though, like none.
But like that when you had the meeting with the lawyer, Craig would have shut the fuck up. He wouldn't ask the question that Dave did.
Sure.
Like I think he would annoy you less.
Yeah. Well, anybody would annoy me less. But I didn't mind that much. But that's not why you hire a producer because they want to ask a question. Like
No, but he's funny.
He's not funny. I've heard him.
He's funnier than I think Dave or Matt.
Well, that's not a great standard.
But he's not. I don't think he's overbearingly funny. Like he did Gerry's show a couple of times, and he's good at getting out of the way. I don't think it's a perfect hire. But I'm saying if that was the option,
Who would you have picked second?
Matt's not gonna like this. I probably would pick. Here's the thing: Matt and Gerry is so perfect. Because that's
it is.
Matt's.
It's amazing.
No,
it's watching it is like a great concert. It's like watching great music being made.
It's a really good fit. Matt's really good at the topical stuff.
I agree. That's why I told Gerry to hire him.
I mean that's a really good marriage there. I think I probably would have picked Dave.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I did. Yeah.
You did.
Yeah. And nothing against Matt.
You seem delighted.
No. Well, yeah. Bringing Matt in would be a different show entirely. It's just the show would just be so much more laid back. He's a very laid back guy. Nothing bothers him, you know. You know what I mean? Like with me, like he won't get mad at me. He won't push back.
Right.
Like he just kind of just lets it go. And his thing is always, I don't care. But it's like, well, you obviously that I don't need to do 2 years of arguing that. So, but that's why I was like, I know he cares about that stuff. I know he's basically a Republican, but he's also
he's a libertarian. He's got crazy.
But
views.
you know what I mean? Though he's willing to argue with Gerry on stuff, but not really. He'll let Gerry do his thing, and like and Gerry likes him. He's smart. Seems like Gerry seems very happy with it. So.
And he's gonna help.
Gerry's the best producer he's ever had.
Wow,
as a podcast
Over Kirk.
okay.
Over
All right,
Kirk. I was gonna say
only podcasting.
Yeah. That's fair.
But Matt's gonna help Gerry get a studio, I think, and like do other things along those lines, and I think really be able to build Gerry's show like that entrepreneurial, kind of like with Steve and you, like you know. And I think that's exciting to Matt.
It's a partnership.
What I want to do is join you on your podcast and build this business.
There you go. I mean, couldn't have said it better myself.
Wow. Speaking of producers, I heard there's just a trail of little girls who people think spilled cherry ice cream in their underwear today. Is that true?
He's just driving around South Boston.
Man, just flaunting it, huh? Those comments are unbelievable. Holy Jesus.
What's the gimmick on that? I don't
think
understand it.
I think they're doing it for the Jimmy Fund. Like they're doing a live show there, and it's like a thing or something.
I think it's just him in an ice cream truck.
But I think they're there, and he's like an ice cream truck in the area. I believe. I think somebody
For the
tweeted that.
Jimmy Fund?
Like they're doing some. Somebody tweeted me Greg's show. We're live at some. Maybe it's like a little circus for. I don't know, something for kids. I have no idea. I don't know. I always say I love the. Well,
it's not the alimony fund for him.
Yeah, no question. Well, I don't think so. I love the Jimmy Fund, but I always say, donate a lot of money the day after the telethon. Do not donate during the telethon. Donate like $5 more you were going to the day after the telethon. That would be my advice, which I think is probably coming up. I guess I don't know.
We are live from Pleasure Bay in Southie. I don't even know where that is, but yeah, come down for free ice cream and support Jimmy Fund. Yep.
Pleasure Bay?
Yeah, I've never heard of
Bay?
Pleasure Bay in
stuff.
Southie. Yeah.
Yeah, where is that?
I have no idea.
So anyway, what else is going on?
Do you want to call Trysta? She just texted me back.
Sure, we'll talk to her real quick.
All right.
It's August 24th and the 25th.
What?
Your call
The
has been
Jimmy Fund.
forwarded.
I'll tell her again.
The fuck is she doing?
I don't know.
I mean, I'm losing interest every one more time. We'll talk to her later. I mean, what's your? There's no proof that she cheated.
Oh, she cheated. Come on.
I know that, but would you have suspended her for a year?
Here we go.
Sure.
She's calling me.
Really?
There you go. She's on the line.
What's up, Trysta? Hello?
There she is. There you
Hello?
go.
Hey, what's up?
Hey, can you guys hear me okay?
Yes. What are you doing?
Right now I am in the middle of someone fixing my ankle.
Okay.
But yeah, everything's good.
Okay.
Everything's good.
So I talked to Jeff Lowe.
I saw the clip, but I haven't watched the clip, but I saw it pop up on my feed. What was the upshot?
Nothing really. Just basically he went over all the stuff. He was, offended. He felt you flaunted it. He felt you did it on purpose just to do this. Once and for all, did you at any point during that game cheat?
I never Googled a thing during the course of that game.
Did you cheat during the game?
I did not.
Okay. What do you think of all the? I mean, I told Jeff, first of all, you're welcome to join the team when the suspension's up if you still want to.
I would love to.
Okay. So you're welcome back, and when that's over, which is going to drive Rico Bosco, who's taking your spot, crazy.
Of course.
What do you think? Is this just a plain old fashioned they hate you witch hunt? Is this all it is?
To me, it feels like that. Yeah. To me, it feels like even if, first of all, I think it's pretty clear I don't have 20/20 vision, even though I thought I did. Because I was watching that video back and I was squinting pretty hard trying to be close to the screen.
Right.
But I was actually just reading Jeff's questions that came up on our Zoom. And all of the times that I was looking to the left, you were in my top left. You and Pat were in the left part of my screen. So that part was kind of like, okay. And I told Jeff, hey, if you want me to be on the other side of the room, I'm happy to do that. But apparently, whatever they thought that they saw warranted an entire suspension for a season, which I don't think anybody else has had even a suspension for longer than a game.
I believe
and there was some outright cheating. So it does feel like the mob is deciding, and the punishment is definitely not fitting the crime because really no crime was committed. But even if there was, the punishment is still not commensurate with that.
Okay. Well, yeah, like I said, I wanted to fill you in, let you know. We talked to Jeff. This happened. He keeps going back to the dullest answer. That seems to be the one that has the most momentum.
So, okay, let's talk about dullest. When you said it starts with a D, I think that was what actually jogged my memory to a conversation that I had with a kid that I used to work with who was a history major, and we both lived in D.C. And I was like, who is this dullest guy? And I remember him saying something about the Cold War, and he basically admonished me for not knowing, and it being something that happens in D.C. Like, I guess that's like a historical thing. People who live in D.C. told me that that's not true. But, at the end of the day, when you're nervous and you're under the gun and you're under a 35-second thing, like, answers come out how they come out.
Right.
I mean, I can't really say anything other than, like, how I would normally answer something is not how I would answer it when I'm under the pressure of a clock and under the first, we were at like 07. So the pressure was really on.
Yeah. No, we were.
So I was definitely nervous. Even if I felt like somewhat confident about answers, I didn't want to fuck it up for you because, you're the star of the team. I just want to win for you.
Wow.
I know I'm a role player.
I'm liking this. See, this is smart. This is well played. This is good. This is how you get back in the team. This is well done.
I appreciate that. I mean, me and you have never had any problems. I really like you.
No, yeah, no issues at all. No, Pat's a great guy too. No, I enjoy the team, and I have like I said, Rico's going to fill in. We'll see how that goes. But is there any opportunity? I should have asked Jeff this. This is my fault. Is there an opportunity to appeal the suspension? Is that available to you?
I don't know. I mean, I thought that there wasn't. I would be very surprised if there was. They just kind of laid the guillotine down on my neck. So it's disappointing.
It is. It's
for sure disappointing.
Well, yeah.
Because I didn't even know that until the next day that, Jeff Lowe texted me and he was like, hey, get your battle guards ready. And I was like, why? Like, I had no idea that anybody thought that I was cheating during the game. I think Smitty made some snide comment, but Smitty always makes snide comments.
If you had to point the blame at one person who spearheaded this, who started the whole thing, who was the mastermind behind this? Who brought you down?
I think definitely Smitty. I think he's been so beaten throughout the course of his career. He just wants to beat other people down, and it's sad. But it is what it is. I have no ill will towards him personally, but it's very clear that he was sort of throwing shade at it. How much ill will could you have for someone who's been like the whipping boy for 10 straight years?
True. Well, all right.
You can't. It's just PTSD. Like at that point,
true. That's fair.
I think it was Tommy, by the way. Tommy's the one who set this one off.
Tommy's.
That's probably true too.
That piece of journalism was. I think it's hard to come back from that.
On the rundown, Jeff, which we probably should have brought this up with him. Jeff says that one of the biggest factors was that she couldn't name another Secretary of State on the rundown the following day.
I told who did I talk? Maybe it was somebody that she has. So what? She has no respect. That again doesn't prove anything. There's no proof.
Yeah, I told them. What I told them was, if I'm naming Secretaries of State for you, okay, so let's say that I was cheating during the game. Let's just put that into my head. Don't you think I would know that they were going to question me on all the Secretaries of State, and I would be able to rattle them off the next day? That's pretty easy to do, to memorize if you're smart. And at that point, I think you look even more guilty. So I said, listen, I'm not about to have like a trivia pop quiz in the middle of like a witch hunt, because I just think that shows sort of even a worse thing for me. And on top of that, this is very Roger Goodell-esque. There's
no doubt about that. Whether you think you cheated or not, there's no doubt that this happened. There was no chance of appeal. A ruling was made with no real proof. A lot of suspicion, but no proof. And it does feel like the old boys network at Barstool got together and said, "Let's keep this broad down." I mean, there's no doubt.
Yeah, I mean that's kind of.
It's very sexist.
You said it, not me.
Very sexist. Very sexist.
You said it, not me.
There you go. All right. Well, hang in there. Go get your foot taken care of, or whatever. We'll talk to you later.
Love you, Kirk. See you next season.
Tristan. All right. There you go. Good teammate.
Wow.
Taking a bullet. I appreciate that.
You are going to hear it from Rico Bosco shortly, I assume.
What's that?
The saying that she can rejoin the team. He's going to have a project.
He said there were no. He agreed to the rules. I said I'm not playing ball with any of these things, and he said fine. I mean, if she wants to come back, I'm not going to say no to that. I don't think. We'll see. I mean, if we win the title, then it becomes tough.
Yeah, I would assume so.
Then it becomes tough.
This pushes Justin further down the depth chart now.
Well, this year.
Don't need to worry about me.
I want you to be on the trivia team, Justin. I'm very worried.
I mean, would Justin be the least known person in the history of Dozen Trivia?
Oh, yes.
Like, there's nobody else, right? I'm trying to think of anybody. Does anybody else use their like associate? I don't even know. I don't know all the teams.
I don't either. There was a new guy on last night's episode, but I think he was a known name. But I'd never heard of him before.
Oh, I guarantee you, no one has less Twitter followers than me. That's been on the Dozen.
Oh, is that right?
I'd be willing to bet that.
Yeah, I don't even know who's on. Like, I mean, I assume we'll probably play the week I'm gone. I know that. I don't think we're playing next week, so we'll be back together then, which is good. I enjoy it. I have a good time. Like I said, when I know, I know. If I don't, like, I don't. I don't know how good Rico's going to be with that music, like 2000s music and stuff, but he's good in sports, and we are bad on modern sports. So.
Was that the episode? Did he play you guys? There was an episode I watched with him on it, and he was.
I never played him. He was great in our playoff game.
Oh, right.
Yeah, he filled in for.
That's right. He filled in.
Steve or Jared. Who wasn't there? Jared, who came through the other night. It's funny. Jared has never mentioned this because he wants no part of it.
Speaking of Jared, I was going to ask you. I don't know if you saw his Twitter bio by any chance.
Let's pretend I didn't, for argument's sake.
KMS has been removed from his Twitter bio.
Is that true?
That is true.
Is that really true?
That is true.
What?
Yeah. Unless he like took shit. Let me look it up too. This as of last night, it was removed. Yeah, it's gone.
You might need to make room for that Poppy podcast.
Oh yeah, Poppy's in there.
Yeah. His baseball Twitter's tribal chief in here. God, I hate him. I do a podcast with David Ortiz. And he removes us from the bio?
Yep.
Is he out?
I don't know.
Jesus. All right. We'll call him quick.
You want to check in?
Yeah. Make some calls today. Rico's like legitimately nuts.
He really is.
Where is he, in Iowa?
Yeah, I believe so.
Oh, for the Field of Dreams thing?
Yeah. Is that like a real Major League Games being played there?
That's my understanding.
All right, I guess he's not there. Well, I've talked about that whenever he's in here again, I guess. Huh. That today?
I think that's somebody noticed it yesterday.
No, I'm saying it's a game, this stupid game this weekend.
Oh, yeah.
I don't think it's today. Right? Today's the Major League Baseball trading deadline.
I thought yesterday was.
No, today at 4 p.m.
A lot of big deals last night.
Yes.
Huge. My Yankees stepping up. Gave a little bit of punch in that lineup, which we needed. Too much Judy, not enough punch, and we got it now. We added Joey Votto. Is that the
Joey
one?
Gallo.
Joey Gallo.
Yes.
And who's the other guy who added somebody else? Didn't we get somebody else?
Oh, you did. I'm sorry, get the Cubs. Anthony Rizzo.
Anthony Rizzo.
Yes.
Is gone from the Cubs.
How about that, huh?
And Max Scherzer is with the Dodgers.
Along with Trey Turner.
I don't know who that is.
He's a very good shortstop, one of the best shortstops in baseball.
With
Scherzer. And
in the same deal?
Yeah, the Dodgers giving up
the Dodgers
tons.
Giving up a million prospects.
Yeah, a lot of prospects, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if I like that. I don't like giving up prospects. I like to keep my guys. I saw my guy Tommy Smokes was killing the Yankees because what's-his-face has in for a high batting average. Gallo, right?
Gallo does not. No, his
OBP is like 400.
You know who Gallo's like? Dave Kingman only if he Dave Kingman.
No, Dave Kingman's OBP was
if
not
he could
that
walk.
high. Yeah.
So if Dave Kingman could walk, you'd have Joey Gallo.
Well, if Dave Kingman could walk, he'd be maybe in the Hall of Fame now.
Yeah.
So yeah, Dave Kingman was like a legendary asshole. To the media. Like,
didn't he send him like a dead bird or something?
Yeah, I think it was dead rat.
Was it?
Yeah, he was a fucking jerk. Oh, was he the worst?
Did he tell you he's in Iowa? It says August 12th is the Field of Dreams game.
He might be doing promote. Who the hell knows?
Oh, okay, that makes sense. I'm like, I haven't heard a lot of buzz for that game. Like, is it this weekend? That makes sense.
It's on that field?
Yeah,
I'll be there. I'll be in that state that day, I think.
You should go.
That's exciting. It was not as shitty as that movie.
Oh, no.
Terrible.
No.
Terrible.
Great movie.
Terrible. I mean, I'll cry at the end because it's like pulling your. I mean, if you don't cry at the end of that, it's so sentimental. It's such crap.
Did you not have it in a your top 5 sports movies?
I did not.
Oh, I thought
I did not. I did not. No. As I've gotten older, I've liked it less and less.
It's a great movie.
It's terrible.
Absolutely.
Amy Madigan is terribly casted.
She's fine.
It makes no sense that James Earl Jones is even in the fucking movie. It's stupid. It's dumb. The only thing I like is Burt Lancaster in it. That's it.
And how great is that storyline? Gives up his dreams to go help the girl. That's amazing. That's great. That's a really good movie.
You should let that little girl, choke to death and play baseball with his buddies. That's what that was. That girl was annoying anyway. And like what? And great doctor, he's banging her back away.
Yeah, kind of a primitive solution to that.
This girl's choking to death. It's no. But I'm not, as I've gotten older, I hate to say this, my brother Ryan's not gonna be happy with me. I like Costner less and less as I get older and older.
Oh no.
Yeah, I used to.
A man of his time, too much? You think like that early '90s, late '80s doesn't translate now?
Like what Costner movie are you like? Wow, Costner was great in that movie. Like boy, like The Untouchables was one of my favorite movies.
I think he's really good in Field of Dreams.
He plays himself. Like, hey man, he's got that same fucking laid back. Like he never flipped the script ever.
No, he has
terrible in JFK.
He's miscast there.
Terribly miscast. It's not his fault.
No.
Dancing with Wolves, he's fucking miscast. I know he directed it, but he's miscast. I like the second one he directed.
Oh, with Robert Duvall, the Western, Open Range?
Yes. Yeah. That's probably my favorite Kevin Costner movie of the last 25 years.
Oh, Tin Cup? That's not 25
I like
years,
Tin Cup,
right?
too. No, that was
movie.
96, I think. Oh. Yes, I like him in Tin Cup, too. But it's the same thing.
Yeah.
I do like him in Bull Durham, but it's like... even now he does whatchamacallit, which I watch. It's dumb.
Right. It's on Paramount, right?
Yeah, he thinks he's a fucking
Yellowstone.
cowboy. Yeah, it's stupid. But Field of Dreams is schlocky, though. It is schlocky.
I really love that movie.
Why?
Because it hits all the right beats.
What issues do you have with your dad? What do you need that movie for to compensate?
What's that now?
What issue do you have with your dad? You need that movie to compensate it for you.
He's been dead for many years. So
is that true?
Oh, yeah.
Well,
yeah.
When did he die of?
1994. He died of cancer.
Embarrassment? Oh,
no.
Okay.
Not yet. He didn't live long enough.
He was alive now.
Yeah, 10 years later, I was in trouble.
What kind of cancer did he have?
It
metastasized?
Yeah.
Where did it begin?
It might have been testicular. They don't really know. They caught it. So he was only 42.
Oh.
And so
How old are you now?
I'm 41.
That's a weird. it's gonna take me a long time to get. That's gonna be a strange day.
It's fucked up. Like when
strange.
My dad got diagnosed at 38, and like when I turned 30, I was like, oh, this is.
How old? You must have been. How old were you?
I was 14 when he died.
Did your mom remarry?
Yes.
Nice guy.
Yeah, good guy.
Why do you say it like that?
No, he's a good guy.
Why are you saying it like that?
No, he
Did you hear
genuinely.
that voice going up, Justin?
Yeah, a little bit.
No, he genuinely is like a good person.
Do you consider him kind of your dad now?
No, not at all. Even they get married when I was 17.
Have you ever said to him, "You're not my dad"? You ever have that moment?
No. Like it was always. It's more like almost.
Does he
like,
have kids as well, or no?
Yes, he does.
They didn't have kids though.
No.
Okay. You get along with those kids?
I don't really see him very often.
Relationship.
No, not really.
They're your what? Your step
They're my stepbrothers.
Just brothers.
Yes.
Huh. And they've been married so long that, like, it must be weird, though.
It was. I mean, I was also kind of out of the house by that point. I was 17. So
Oh,
it was
that's true.
I mean, like, I have a younger sister, so she kind of had to. I think it was harder on her. But for me, yeah, it wasn't a huge
Did
deal.
your mom wait long enough in retrospect? It feels fast.
I think so. My dad was sick for a long time. Yeah, I think so. It wasn't like
3 years, right?
3 years. Yeah.
How long before she started dating the guy?
Oh, they dated and got engaged and married all in the same 9-month period.
Oh, okay, so it's pretty fast.
Yeah.
So it was okay. She didn't start dating the guy 6 weeks after.
No, it wasn't like she wasn't hitting on guys at the funeral.
Did he know your dad?
No.
Oh, okay, totally different.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Well, that's nice. I mean, nice that she's found that.
Yeah, no, I mean, no, but it is weird when you start outliving your parent, or
Yes.
you're getting close to that. It's a really weird feeling.
I was thinking of Tommy Lee Jones' line at the end of No Country for Old Men. He's like, I'm much older now than my dad ever was.
Right.
I'm like, geez, you're obviously there. I'm a long way from that, but it's going to be a very strange thing.
Yes.
It's going to be a very strange thing. Assuming you do.
Assuming I do, right?
You may not.
I mean, who knows?
Jeez. Huh. That's interesting. Okay. Huh. Well, there you go. What else is going on, Dave?
What'd you think about the Scarlett Johansson stuff?
Oh, yeah. We'll do that in a second. Let me do select quote because I'm going to forget. I recommend the select quote, by the way. Select quote has been around for over 35 years. 35 years. And over 2 million families have trusted them. Select quote comparison shops highly rated insurance companies like Prudential, Banner Life, Mutual of Omaha, and others to impartially find you the company with the best rates. Then quickly match those needs with the best insurance company to find your best policy. You'll be surprised on how affordable a policy can be. Plus, quotes are free. Here's what you do. Don't put this off for another day. Don't do that. Go to selectquote.com and within minutes, get your free quote. That's selectquote.com, selectquote.com. They shop, you save. Great to have them here this week. Selectquote.com. You get that free quote. Again, selectquote.com. They shop, you save. Well, yeah, she's suing Disney, right?
Correct.
So, it appears that in her contract, according to the suit, that it was going to be exclusively released. So it sounds like she has a really good case. I would guess, first of all, that'll never be an actor's contract again, ever. You're never going to see that, ever. It's just not
right.
The way it works now. It doesn't make any sense for them. You just cover your own ass. Disney will write a check for this one and say, well, you know what? The money we made off of Disney Plus for whatever. I would think there have been some negotiations back and forth before the suit. I'd be curious how much it is. I think the reality is that in this state, this world is right now, it probably didn't affect the box office that much. I just think people aren't going to movies as much. Did it cost them $30 million? Maybe. I don't know. Who's to say? I have no idea. I assume then she has back end on that movie. She has points, probably.
Right, that's the whole thing. I think it's tied to these points, which is interesting because HBO Max, they have all Warner Brothers movies are on HBO
Correct.
Max, right? So Warner Brothers, I think, did the right thing is they negotiated before that deal
Right, I
was
remember
done
reading that,
with all the directors or all the actors that had contracts tied to points. But apparently, Disney or Marvel didn't do that, which is interesting because is this going to start a bevy of, are people going to follow this?
Well, it sets a precedent. If they cut her a check or if they lose a suit, I guess. I think they'll probably have to now. I don't know what's the next big one that's coming out. What's the next big
Marvel movie? I don't know. I'm not a Marvel person.
Neither am I. I think there's one coming out.
Isn't there a Doctor Strange, Benedict Cumberbatch one?
Yeah,
I'm
that one comes out in about a year.
Okay. So is anything coming out again this year, Justin? Probably not, right?
Yeah, it's like the Legends of something.
Okay, whatever.
Eternals?
So whatever that is, I think isn't Spider-Man coming out? No?
It comes out early next year.
Okay, so Tom Holland, that's his name, right? Or the girl, what's her name?
I doubt Holland has anything tied to points, though.
Zendaya?
Probably not.
Because I bet it was part of a 3-picture deal when he signed.
Nobody, yeah, that's true. So whoever it is.
Whoever the bad guy is in that movie.
Yeah, if Robert Downey Jr. was in it or whatever, just say. Yeah, I would think they would say, listen, we understand here's the situation, here's $8 million. Or whatever percentage, $26 million, whatever that is, I guess. But we'll see. It's I don't blame her if it's under contract. Fucking might as well do it.
I feel like Disney with their statement, they're basically if you're bringing up COVID in the pandemic in a response to this, I feel like they already know they lost to some capacity.
Well, if it's in the contract, it has to be released exclusively. Then it has to be released. I understand why they did it. It's going to turn out to be the right move anyway because I think they made a killing on streaming for that first weekend.
They made $60 million in their first weekend.
Yeah, so for them, she's not going to get 60. Well, maybe she will. Who knows? I don't know. But the argument is, though, that let's just say Disney Plus didn't exist, right? Didn't exist at all. If they released Black Widow whenever that was a month ago,
sure,
it wouldn't make as much as it would have 2 years before, 2 years after. Just the way the world is right now. Not as many people are going to the movie. So a big hit right now is not what it was 2 years ago.
No, the number one movie last week was under 15 million, and it's not like there were some big movies out.
Well, yeah. I mean, what did Fast and the Furious make domestically? Right, it's pretty much done with its run, right?
Yeah.
I mean, from making real money, did it make 200 million? No, right?
I don't think it did.
Right? I don't think so.
Oh, I think it did.
Oh, 200 million
It did
domestic
two-
in
it
the
hit
U.S. Yeah.
200?
I think it's the 165.
I buy that. There's 3 big movies coming out this weekend, and there's no like 3 legitimate
But what
big
are they?
movies.
I don't even know.
But Stillwater,
Right. That's small.
well, maybe-
like that's gonna be released slowly, I think.
the Green Knight one. Maybe that's not a big movie. That's not fair. But what's the other one that's coming out? There's like a legit.
Yeah.
Oh Christ, I can't remember what it is right now.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't even pay attention to weekend stuff now.
I
It's
know.
Crazy. I used to love the box office stuff. See, F9 has made.
165 million.
Yeah. That's what I mean. Like,
And
And that would've made-
620 million international.
yeah,
made
international is still
twice that.
killing it. Yeah, it would probably be about
Domestic.
300 million right
Yeah.
now. Yeah, that's so. Like, I get it from their perspective. Like, it's costing them a fortune, and that wasn't concurrently streamed anywhere, right? F9.
No, it was only in theaters.
Right. That's so. I mean, that's what you're looking
It's a
at.
pretty
Probably
good
for Black
benchmark.
Widow. Like, it's 200 million. Maybe. Like, I guess my point is, every one of those $60 million streaming thing, we're not going to the movie theater that weekend. There's a reason why they did it. So, but for her, good for her. Might as well try, I guess.
The Suicide Squad comes out this week.
That's this weekend.
Chris, yeah.
All right.
it's-
Is Stallone in that?
Yes.
I think he's voice. It's a voice though, right?
Oh, Christ.
It's not him.
I have no interest in that anyway. I mean, I have no. I'll see Stillwater. The reviews are mixed, so it looks. So I'm trying to figure Matt Damon out at this point still. So
There might be some backlash because I think Damon's playing what would be like a Trump supporter, though.
Conservative,
Right. So I could see some reviewers just going in there not liking no matter what.
but I'm sure it'll be done like McCarthy. I'm sure is a liberal, and you have Damon. Like, I don't think it's going to be this. No. Yeah, I have a feeling it's going to be like a sensitive portrayal. But yeah, I'll go. I mean, I'll watch it. I guess I'm still not sure where I'm at with Matt Damon. I don't know if I'm there yet or not. I'm not sure. I'm not sure I buy in all the way. I don't know. I don't know if he's a great actor.
You don't think he's a great actor? Like The Martian? I mean,
He's great in The Martian. He's great in The Martian. He's great in The Martian. But I love him in The Informant. I love him in Martian. He's very good. But
Bourne movies?
yeah, they're fine. They're okay. That's what I mean. Like, he doesn't. I'm not connected to him. I'm not like he's not one of my guys. That generation. Maybe I'm just because I'm too old. None of those guys are like my guys. Affleck, Damon, DiCaprio. I like them all. I admire them all. But I'm not like as actors. But I'm not like I gotta go fucking see this Matt Damon movie.
not DiCaprio?
DiCaprio, if he's in
gets,
the movie,
like-
I'll go see it.
Yeah.
But I'm not like, it's a Matt Damon movie this weekend. I have to go see it. Not like the way it was with like,
Peak De Niro or
yeah, Pacino, De Niro,
Yeah.
even like other guys, like Willis or whoever. Where you're like, okay, I'm gonna go see that movie this weekend. I'm not there with him. That's maybe it's a me thing. I don't know.
I have
Who
a De
knows?
Niro question for you.
Sure.
You can only pick, it's basically not performances, but films. You can either have De Niro's films from the 70s, the 80s, or the 90s. What films? I'd take the 90s, even though he was only nominated, I think, for an Oscar once that entire decade. But I think that's his best grouping of work.
I think he was nominated for Awakenings that decade. That's
Right.
it. I mean, that's not a great movie. Well, Goodfellas is in the 90s.
Right. As is Heat.
As is Heat. But the 80s you have.
Casino.
Yeah, I'm okay with Casino. Casino's good. But
I
like
love that movie.
It's great, but that's like, and Wag the Dog is in the 90s. And Jackie Brown's in the 90s.
Yes, it is.
You kind of have a sneaky good 90s. And Cape Fear's in the 90s.
Sleepers is in the 90s as well, which is a movie I like a lot.
That's okay. I mean, the book's bullshit. I mean, it's a
Well,
movie.
it's not-
It's a movie that's been like at the end. De Niro's like, because I was at the game that night. He holds up tickets. Like,
Ticket stubs. Always keep my stubs.
Oh, okay. I guess he's stupid. And then at the end, like, it's okay. And Jason Patrick was a dick when I knew him. So
That's right. The softball incident.
but the 80s, you have Midnight Run and The Untouchables
And Raging Bull.
and Raging Bull. It's a quieter decade. And obviously the 70s are all the Scorsese stuff. Oh,
And
you know
Godfather,
what?
too.
And the 80s is king of comedy.
Yes, it is.
So I'd probably pick the 80s.
Ooh, I picked
probably
the 90s.
pick the 80s. Yeah, I would go 80s, 90s, 70s, which seems crazy,
Right?
Because you're turning your back on Mean Streets, obviously, and Godfather 2, and Taxi Driver, and I think I'm forgetting.
Oh,
something.
Deer Hunter?
And Deer Hunter. It's tough. I would go 80s, 90s, 70s. And then the other 3 decades, I'm not that concerned about.
I'd go 90s, 70s, 80s. But yeah, I don't count the other decades. I don't count.
Right.
But
That's interesting. That's a good question. See, it's got questions you got at Quantum Week. Quantum _week. No, what is it?
Quantum_week.
There you go.
But just
Patreon.com.
don't worry about the. I mean, Patreon's great. Thank you. But
Don't worry about the Patreon?
Well, I, if no one's ever seen or listened to the show, check it out. It's free. We're having you on tomorrow.
That's right.
Which is great.
A good time.
Very nice of you to come on, obviously. And so that's a free show. So you don't need to, just.
So that's tomorrow's free.
Yes.
I'm giving away my talents for free to you guys.
Free.
Okay.
That's how generous we are.
Definitely was free.
Is that a effective business idea, do you think?
What is?
To put in Kirk Minahan for free? Like to get more Patreon subscribers?
I want to get more listeners.
Absolutely not.
Okay. Yeah, you're gonna draw them in free, and then hopefully they
There's some
find the value.
Justin, you know some Conan?
I am. There's a little
Conan, Chris
Chris rivalry. Yes.
No, we have good rapport before the show.
We did. I don't think before today though. Dave doesn't like me. Like he didn't
Is that
follow
true,
me
Dave?
on Twitter or anything.
Dave doesn't- I don't think Dave follows me on Twitter.
No, I don't. I don't.
I'm not,
Dave and I were in the
Why
same-
is that, by the way? You work for me. I don't care if you do or not. But.
Because you don't follow me, and you made a thing out of it. And now it's just like I'm not gonna do it.
Okay.
Yeah.
You win.
That's fine. It's not a war. It just is what it is.
I followed you again, remember this, for like a day or two, and it's just too much.
To the replies.
Just everything. It's just,
Yeah.
it never ends. I'm not like Gerry, because Gerry will be like, I don't even understand. I understand a lot of what you're doing, but it's just too much for me.
Yeah, no.
But you should
I do
follow
not
the-
like Chris though. I was gone from the show. I didn't interact with you when you came about, so I don't know. It's not like I didn't like you.
I thought you didn't like me because of my, with Carano, doing a show with Carano.
Oh no, I don't care about that. I only care about the Carano 2 things that I brought up on the show. But I don't have any problem with Carano.
Carano, you have to understand, like, I understand there are people out there who hate him for some reason. He is, in my experience, like the nicest guy I think I've worked with. Like he's
so
just
funny.
And that's probably another reason why I wouldn't have hired him. He's too nice. Like even like when we were doing the show the other night, Quantum Week, like a couple times I would say something and like interrupt him. I felt bad doing it, and he would just be like, you just turn and like give like a nice smile. Like, don't worry about it. Say what you want, man. I want to be like, get mad, get fucking mad, would you?
It's infuriating, actually, sometimes doing the show.
Yeah, he's just a very sweet guy.
He's a really nice guy.
He is.
Well, he didn't get back to me yesterday, so
He doesn't like
I think
you.
he did get back to you, Dave.
No, he didn't. That's all right. I told you I don't judge.
Regarding
him for it.
what?
I just had a question because he did something in Saco last year, so I was just like, it's gonna be fine. But I figured I'd just reach out to him.
What was that?
He did something with he controlled the video last year.
He was downstairs in the.
Yeah, so I just had a question on it before, but
I thought he was doing it again this year. No.
we haven't talked about it.
Oh, I thought he was. Or was he just going?
He's right now. He's going.
Oh,
but
he could just go if he wants. I thought he
so
was.
I don't know. I mean, do you want him to do the
No,
video?
I don't want him. I just want him to have a good. If he wants to have a good time, that's fine. What? Do you have someone doing that?
Well, Justin and I can take care of it.
Well, you're going to be on the air, Dave.
Yeah,
I can
no.
take care of it.
And like Craig has offered to help. A lot of people have offered to help. I just had a question on
Why
a
is
tech.
Craig always around?
He just offers to help. He's a nice guy.
I don't want.
Craig.
I don't want him around.
Well, he's
I
gonna
don't
be there. So what do you?
I don't
gonna-
want him there. Please, God, don't have him
Okay,
there.
he won't be there.
Thank you, Justin. Let's throw him out, okay?
Will
No
do.
picture. No, how about this? I just want to take a picture with him, okay?
Okay.
Now I want to do this thing again. I know everyone wants to take a picture. That's great. But I don't want to have to do a thing where I'm walking. I say hello and I walk. Everyone just you can take a picture, okay? Enough. If you don't want to, great too. But don't do the whole. I walk by, then the guy comes. Everyone comes sprinting by. Can I get a picture? Just do it when I'm walking by. That's it. We'll do it. I'm happy to do it.
Do you want them to come to you?
Well, when I'm walking, you've seen it, Justin. I walk by, and then like 10 minutes later, the person comes up again while I'm taking a picture with someone else.
Yeah, what I'm saying is like, do you want to be in a central location, and then if people want to take a picture with you?
God, no.
Okay.
Yeah, like a meet and greet. You don't need to do that.
No.
Yeah.
I'm dreading that in January. I fucking can't believe I agreed. So I'm doing that twice, right?
Have you ever seen the behind the scene, like any behind the scenes thing of like meet and greets with celebrities? It looks like the most awkward situation I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah, it is. I mean, I can't imagine.
And like someone will propose or something like, like stupid stuff like that.
So, Justin, for the two Wilbur shows,
Yep.
I'm doing the meet and greet after both shows or before both shows?
Before both shows.
Before both.
Yes.
Okay, that's good. I think that's good, right?
You don't want to do it after.
No, I wouldn't mind doing it after the second one, have a big window, because then I'll be done.
After the first one, you mean?
No. I wouldn't mind doing it before the first one. Do the first show,
I see.
have a little fucking break. Do the second show. Then after that, we're done, so I'll feel good. We can
After
take
the second show, they're all gonna be fucking drunk.
I don't care. They're going to be drunk anyway. They're going to be drinking all day.
And it's your swan song too, so it's gonna be your last. It's your
There's
last
something to that.
Yeah, it's your last day.
That's true. Yeah, what the fuck do I care? See you later. Huh, that's not that far away. Actually, I know how many days away it is exactly. What else is going on? What did you text me this morning? What was it? Some child porn or something? You text me child porn
I
this
actually
morning?
don't think it was the craziest take
Did
in
you
the
text
world.
me something involving child porn this
I
morning?
did.
Yes,
It was a tweet
Not
of
surprised to hear that.
yeah, it's a tweet
This
from
kid looks 60. The guy looks 16 to me, Dave. Don't worry about it. You're good. Make it happen.
I'm good. So this journalist in the UK deleted the tweet, but she tweeted out yesterday, someone needs to create porn for children.
Right.
Hear me out. Young teens are already watching porn, but they're finding hardcore aggressive videos that give a terrible view of sex. They need entry-level porn, a softcore site where everyone asks for consent and no one gets choked, etc. I don't actually think that's that crazy.
Plain and simple. Google search dry hump. Just watch some dry hump videos.
Well, her point is they're typing in porn and finding fucking Justin type shit.
So I mean,
Jesus Christ, what's with that?
Well, I don't know your whole sex thing the other day.
Dry humping to me is like a junior high teenager was kind of a big deal. Is that gone now?
Dry humping?
Yeah.
No, kids are fucking nowadays.
Yeah,
Is that
just
right?
going straight to it.
I love that Justin acts like he's like 14. Let me see here.
I don't act like I'm 14.
See, I just Google searched or searched dry humping on Tube Galore, and there's not like any.
Who would search dry humping though? Like that's not a thing to search.
3,600 things on it, Dave.
Like, are people dry humping to get off?
I'm looking. No, well, people. I could see. You don't think there are people who masturbate to people dry humping? Do you want me to do a Kirk Minutes Greatest Hits and go through the Tube Galore categories for you at this point? People will masturbate to anything.
I don't understand. With clothes on, they're just dry humping each other.
Dave, I'm looking at it right now, okay? Adorable Indian. Acrobatic is a video. Aged Arab is a video. All holes. I could see that, I guess. Pick a letter, Chris.
J.
J. Well, okay. Oh, Jesus. Japanese is a big world here. Here's what the one that Dave sent me. Japanese amateur teen. Japanese anal sex, Japanese animation, Japanese ass, Japanese babe, Japanese BBW, Japanese beauty, Japanese big cock, Japanese big natural tits, Japanese blowjob, Japanese bondage, Japanese bukkake. I'm fine with all of these, but Japanese cartoon to me is like the cartoon porn world is like a whole level of weird.
Do you like that stuff, Justin?
No. Do you know why that's big in Japan though? It's because they can't show like actual penis and vagina in real person, so that's why they do a lot of cartoon stuff.
This is creepy. Japanese school uniform? Jesus. Japanese pissing, okay.
Why is school uniform that way? I mean, that turns people on. The whole
I know, but it's
schoolgirl
just
outfit or whatever.
to type that would be weird.
Yeah.
I would feel weird. Nasty Asian girl pissing in public. You have to pay for this one.
Oh, well.
What the fuck?
You pay for it.
What's in your ass right now?
Pissing, just pissing Japan. That's all it says. Just pissing Japan. What a title that is. You guys should do that one week. Pissing, how long is this?
What year did it come out?
It's good. It's a good question. It's 10 minutes of this.
Oh, all right.
I'm seeing a lot of dry humping videos on Pornhub right now.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah, I don't. It's and all clothes on. Who wants that? I don't understand. Why would
That's what I'm saying.
Why would I touch it to that?
Touch it?
Yeah, like why would I
Touch
do
it?
what I got to do to that?
Sounds like you're like. Oh my
What are
God!
you-
Jesus Christ! It's very inappropriate. This thing. So you have dry humping on your on
Pornhub. Yeah,
on Pornhub.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
a lot of yeah.
How do we start? What are we starting with? How do we start here?
Well, the reporter was saying that
yes.
kids are finding crazy shit, so we need to protect
Where'd you get
them.
that idea?
Sure, Dave. I don't think that's a great idea, Dave. No, I understand what you're saying.
Yeah.
But I think that's a tough one to legislate. That feels like that might get out of hand pretty quick.
Yeah, you just gotta let kids be kids and figure it out their own way.
I guess, but like, what in your mind? So what? She deleted right away, right?
Correct.
So in her mind, she's saying like in school, or like you set up a website, or like what? There's like a Pornhub version for kids, Pornhub Kids, Pornhub Teen,
Pornhub Junior.
Yeah, Pornhub right.
That's a good question. Yeah, I don't know what she didn't propose necessarily.
Anyway, you have like
solution,
adult
but-
actors being like, well, okay, so we're not gonna, whatever, we're not gonna shit on each other, but instead we're just gonna like,
Maybe they don't swear.
yeah, right, we're just gonna make out or like give hand jobs.
Yeah. Listen, I don't know.
If I was
I
a
don't
kid
know the
looking at
purpose.
that, I'd be like, well, I'm gonna look at the real fucking thing. It's available anyway. Like, well, I want on Tube Galore right there, and like, are you 18? Hit yes. Like,
Yep.
the fucking 15-year-old boy is gonna be like, oh fuck.
My first porn was just a close up of a vagina,
Right.
and it was the grossest thing I'd ever seen in the world. So I don't think there's anything scary. Like I'd rather that is worse to me than whatever this woman is saying is worse.
I guess. Well, I was gonna say it's such a different world now. Like, these kids can fucking see what we just saw. Anyway.
We grew up with like Cinemax, right? Like that
Yeah,
was our
best,
softcore.
yeah.
But if we had the option of hardcore stuff, we would have never watched Cinemax.
Probably not, though. Like, I probably would prefer to watch Cinemax now because it'd be a nice, like, old-fashioned.
But when you were 15 or
Yeah.
14,
yeah.
Oh no, I didn't like the dirty stuff back then either.
No, but just like real porn, though. Like real porn, like Brandy Love, like whatever.
Yeah, like storytelling a little bit.
yeah, like at Cinemax, it was just you'd wait, and like finally and it would be so fake and like it just wouldn't be great. I mean, this is I don't know. But yeah, I don't think that's going to work out, Dave.
No. Okay.
And Michael Che deleted his Instagram. Is that what somebody said? Or you told me? Is that what you told me?
Yeah, he wants to do some Simone Biles jokes, and then people were sending them into him, and he was reposting them on his Instagram story, and he deletes
He claims
it.
he was hacked, though. I saw.
That's bullshit.
I think it was a joke.
Same font. Yeah, the hacking thing was a joke.
Oh, he
right?
said
he was fucking around.
Oh, okay. His joke was that somebody said Larry Nassar did with Simone Biles, that they quit in the middle of what they love most or something.
Yes.
I mean, he's a fucking comedian. Like, I mean, you know, I don't know. I know for me, it's like I've defended Simone Biles, but they are comedians.
The thing I was going to ask you about that, and I know the story's old, but are there levels of mental health that can be addressed with Simone Biles? Because we don't really know her problem, right? Like, we don't know how.
How do you mean?
Like, what she's suffering. Like, I've heard enough about you. You've been raw and honest about your situation that, you know, anything that comes up that you say mental health, like, I'm going to trust it because I know your whole situation. With her, it's kind of like, you don't know if she's just like, does she have anxiety? I don't
know.
Now, I understand the injury risks.
Right.
But I do think that they're, you know, I don't know. Is there, I take the Larry Nassar thing. My take is the Larry Nassar situation, just now she's exempt forever. That's just my take. She can do whatever she wants. But I'm just saying if she has a lesser, is there such thing as a lesser mental health problem?
Well, sure. I think it can bubble and be worse at certain times. But yeah, like you said, I don't know. So like, you know, like when people, like I have no problem with Michael Che tells jokes about Simone Biles. People might think that's inconsistent, but he's a comedian. That's his job. I would guess if you talk to Michael Che, he would say, I'm glad that she's not doing it. I feel bad for her. It's more these people who are like, you're a fucking pussy. Like that fake machismo bullshit. That's what offends me. Yep. Not offends me, but you know what I mean? Yeah. But to answer your question, I think so. I know I felt worse at times and at other times and good at other times. So yeah, I'm sure, you know, I put it this way, I don't think she's making anything up.
No, but
I just don't.
Yeah,
I just don't believe that. I don't know why she would.
And she's like just flat out saying it's causing so much of an issue that I know I'm gonna get injured.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
So
yeah. What else?
What else? Oh, we got a couple prank calls if you want to play some.
Sure. I haven't had those in a while.
You want to do a quick ad read before we do it, or
just play the call, dude.
All right.
George can play. George in Providence and the Red Sox. Hi, George.
Hey, guys. I saw the Yankees make this signing for Joey Gallo, and a lot of Red Sox guys, they're concerned. People are saying we need to make a move. I think we're all set. I mean, we're in first place, and they're trying to come after us. We've got a kid in the farm system, Justin Trudell. I mean, he puts 3 fingers in his gloves. And
George, he's too big. George, we've seen Trudell. He's not that athletic. He's a good producer, but he's not that athletic. They desperately need to.
At least he has fun with it.
Honestly, if Greg and like, it would go so far, it's not that hard. I mean, you know, Mutt is there's no bigger fan of the show than Mike Manansky. I can say that for sure. Like he was, I'll tell you what, I talked to him the other day. My original plan, with this last person on the trivia, you know, filling in for Trysta, was I was going to text Dave and be like, hey, call Nate. Hey, you're the guy. I've decided to go with you. You cannot friggin' tell anybody. Don't tell anybody. Jeff's all worked up about it. And then we'll announce it on Friday. And I was going to text the exact same thing to Justin and see if one of them broke.
Why didn't you do that?
That would have been a good
idea. I should have. Yeah. But, you know, I was annoyed. It was the day I was annoyed with them. So I was like, fuck it. Yeah. But I thought that would have been, because I know one of them would. And I know
no chance I would have.
I know which one would have talked. Dave would have talked.
Who would I have talked to, though? I don't know. Yeah.
The 90 million threads you're on. There's impossible you would have.
I can think of 14
somebody.
people.
Yeah, exactly. There's no, you would have been out there in 2 seconds. But he's like, who are you going to pick? He loves the show. But again, that's all you have to do.
Yep. As opposed to, so we have the same caller called Brandon Walker, and Brandon doesn't want to have fun with this.
No,
stuff.
Brandon is Brandon hates them. And, you know, I text Brandon once in a while. I get along great with him. People hate him. He hates us, the fans, I should say. I don't know. I really don't know why. Well, I guess I know why.
It is strange.
Rules. Y'all want to get a couple calls? We'll grab a couple calls here. Let's see what we got here.
Who's the yacker?
I think it
in New York.
It might be Pick Central. It's one of those. Yeah.
Okay.
It's not the yak.
Hey, Brandon, I heard you were sucking off Mike Tyson.
Let's go with...
He just cancels that.
And that was it?
That was it. And then all of a sudden, the same person calls back.
Let me get this call real quick. So it's Luke in New York. Go ahead, Luke.
Hey, Brandon, why are you afraid of playing...
So
what was he going to ask?
He was going to ask why. He was going to say, "Why are you afraid of playing Kirk?" I would assume it's one of Kirk's cocksuckers. So
no humor.
He's spending his which they're whatever. Kirk's a great guy, very talented, but
knows all religions.
Knows all religions. Great
What are
guy.
the odds on the new player he picks?
I know.
You got odds on people?
I know who it is.
It's already locked in.
What did you think about the ruling?
What ruling?
And they just go into it. Oh, did he really know who it was? He didn't know who it was.
No,
huh?
I might have.
Yeah.
He might have heard about Justin. Because, I mean, it was Justin for like 24 hours. Justin was on. Justin, you were on the team.
Justin,
Let's
that's
go.
got to surprise
people,
you.
Let's go.
You could tell people you were part of this team. You know what? Full playoff share if we win the title.
Wow.
Oh.
Yeah, that's right.
There we go.
You get a ring.
Very
How's that?
generous.
Yeah. So, I mean, Rico's going to last. Rico is nuts. Nuts. Let me see. He just texts like. Let me see here. And Dave is down on him like crazy, right?
Yes, actually, you want me to play that cut? That is just from, I believe, this morning. Let me see.
It is.
Yeah.
So he's down. So I saw him tweet. I listened to the very beginning of his show with Eddie, and he was at Saratoga, and he's down on Smitty right now, right? And all these, he's saying they're all terrible employees. I guess because Rico doesn't do anything, and I don't know what Rico. I don't even know what Smitty does. What is he?
Smitty's he's in like the Barstool gamer world now.
He does Philly stuff too.
Yeah.
Like I don't know what anybody does at Barstool. I should.
Look at the wrong guy.
I don't either. Justin, I think, does. And I know Dave does, but I don't know. Like, what does Pat do?
Pat, well, he did Barstool Breakfast for a while. I just think he's a blogger. Oh, he does his Out and About podcast. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Well, I'd be happy to be a guest on that point. Yeah. Well, there you go.
You want to hear his take on Rico Bosco, Dave, from this?
Sure.
Do you consult Rico before you make these hires?
I don't mean this in a rude way. Does he even still work with us?
It's true. I don't even know.
I honestly, I know he was at like DJ's.
Justin
right?
Scrapes
One
are
night.
excellent.
Other than that, I don't know
thank
what
you.
he's doing.
He Jamboree's family time.
Okay, so
He'll be back for football. You know that.
it must be nice to just have other guys carry you up and down the field like you're fucking Brian Leftwich.
That's got to hurt Rico. I mean, he must be on a vacation, I guess. That must be what they're alluding to.
He's going through some stuff, I think. So, you know.
Sounds like a good pick for your team.
Well, I mean, it's going to be, I think he's excited. But yeah, I mean, Dave's contention all the time is there are just people that just get away with not working. And he's always said, like, if you don't fucking flaunt it, you can just do nothing here and float forever, which is probably true.
Well, he was even talking about this morning Glenny Balls, who just like sold out this entire
this
new
huge,
merch line.
We played him the other night, right?
But he was talking to say, like, what does working at Barstool? He just rips them.
What is the new definition of working hard at Barstool? Just for those at home, I used to write, I'd say 13 blogs a day, 7 days a week. That's working hard.
This guy's just taking people down a big
And I sold all the ads, and I delivered the newspapers, and I wrote 13 blogs. Glenny Balls is working hard. What planet are we on?
Just burying everybody on this episode.
Oh, did we get a pass or no?
Yeah, I didn't hear us, but it came out right before we went on here.
Yeah, I gotta listen to it. I'll listen to it today.
Yeah.
Oh, Milton's. There you go. Store for Men summer sale continues to roll on and on and on. If you're getting married or attending a wedding, do you have any weddings this summer, Chris, or no?
I do not.
No?
I'm older where I don't have that.
I know, which is nice. That is
Great.
nice. Like that idiot Amy Roloff who's making her second wedding to be the biggest fucking thing ever. But I don't need to get into that right now. It's friggin' annoying. Is Carano married to, or is that his girlfriend, or is he married?
He's married.
What's her name?
Barbara.
Barbara. That's right. And she was not born in America.
I didn't ask for papers when I
You don't
met
know
her.
that?
I don't believe she was.
I assume he picked her in a catalog, like one of those television
Very
shows.
nice one.
I'm sure she is.
Yes.
Oh, I feel horrible for her, but she's part of I'm sure she was promised this beautiful America and these dreams and my musician husband, and now he's sitting there in the basement with you talking about friggin' Swamp Thing.
Some people would say that is the American dream.
Well, she's just thinking about that. That boyfriend she had when she was a teenager. There's probably some doctor now. Now Carano's sitting there trying to fix a sound while Jerry's yelling and screaming.
I mean,
nightmare.
I don't know. It sounds like a princess story to me.
Well, while trying to successfully navigate the world of restaurants and Taco Tuesday, whatever he did at that place. Is that what it was?
I was in New York City when he had the restaurant. I never went in.
But is that what he told us? He did like
Yeah.
he changed it to like tacos once a week.
He had
or
like
something?
burrito. He had a whole burrito
He's
thing.
a hard
too.
worker.
He is. Yeah.
But he has a full-time job as well. Or did he leave this job for the Callahan thing?
I believe this is his last day, and then he works with Gerry full time starting in about a few hours.
Was he making good money at this job?
I plead the fifth.
I mean, I'm saying, was he?
He was doing fine. Yes,
That's what
he was
I'm
doing.
saying.
I'll say he was doing well. I'll put it that way.
I was shocked by that.
What the fuck is he thinking?
I'm happy for him, but I'm shocked.
No, you're not.
You made this happen. You can't yell at him. You did
I didn't
this.
tell him to take the job full time. Like leave. Dave, that's a bananas move.
No, I trust that Matt can help grow the show and make it worthwhile.
It's gonna be big. Gerry's gonna be big. Telling you.
Well, I want them to do great. Don't get me wrong, but that's a terrible bit. Like, wait a little bit. So they're going subscription.
Wait a little bit for what? Wait for what though?
See how it goes if they go subscription.
But you can't do both. You can't have.
Sure you
I mean,
can.
Dave has 9
Dave has
jobs.
like 7. Dave
yeah, but then
That's not true. But
Yes, it
you
is.
got to take shots. You got to take shots.
Sure, but do the other job until. And then once you think, oh, this is doing well, then you leave.
Yeah, I probably are they definitely going subscription? Is that what
I
you were
have
just
no idea.
teasing?
But if he's leaving, like, what would he be doing for fucking
I
shit
have no idea about
concrete ads?
subscription. or anything
Yeah.
like that.
What else? Patreon?
I have no idea about anything. I don't know.
Okay, but how else would they generate income?
Advertising.
Okay, they're
Patreon.
not. Okay,
They sell,
Dave, are they making a killing on advertising?
Not that I know of.
So there you go.
Safe, but not a killing. Yeah.
Right, great, which is great.
Yeah.
You know, but like Gerry, Gerry's always saying we're making no money. So obviously that system's not working. So
Right.
I want them, and again, I want them to make $1
Well,
billion
they make no money
each.
with that guy.
Well, sure, that was a factor, no question.
What, me?
Yes.
Yeah, but it wasn't a lot because of my decisions. I don't know that much.
Dave botched the whole thing.
That's
with,
nonsense.
with Clay Travis's company, but that's fine.
Botched it.
That's what Gerry told me.
He is fucking mad. That is madness. He turned it down. First
Vote for
of all.
Gerry. Callahan fucked it up.
That is ridiculous.
Why? Well, tell me what happened.
There's no way he said that.
Hand to God.
I don't believe
Swear
you.
my kids. I swear my kids.
I do not believe you right now.
Okay, but what happened?
He had 2 options.
Right.
Outkick and Podcast One. Yeah. He chose the consultant over Outkick.
So he went with Bob Snyder over Dave Callahan.
Yes.
Good move.
That's it. And then I tried to go back to them, and they were obviously being purchased when I went back to them, but that's it.
Oh, they got bought by
Fox.
You're right. So
wow, that's
what?
That's another one. I don't know.
You said you botched it. Like there was something back and forth at one point or something.
That is absurd.
What do you want me to say?
That's just fucking absurd.
I'll deal with him. I'm just saying that's what happened.
I don't deal with him anymore. So.
You don't talk to him at all?
No.
When's the last time you talked to Gerry?
The last day.
You haven't talked to him since?
Well, like
that's not true.
helping out the producers, I guess. No, actually, no. I didn't talk to him when I'd give like Carano stuff or give Alice stuff. I didn't talk to him during that process. It probably was the last day.
I guess my point is, like, how is he going to, if he doesn't go subscription, how else would there'd be no new income? Like advertising flying in from Matt Carano and Gerry Callahan.
No, there's other companies that they stopped me from working with that they could go back to make more money. Yes, definitely. From an ad dollar.
But Gerry said the podcast one thing has been a dud.
What?
Jerry said the podcast one thing has just been.
Oh yeah, they just don't
so
sell the show,
right.
so he needs another agency to sell the show, which there was one.
It's almost like there's a figure looming over all.
Weird.
Of this.
Oh yeah, you're talking about a different figure.
Right.
Yeah.
He looms over everything from his
possibly yes
from his estate in Sherborne.
Yes.
Yes. As he does here. So is Carano ready to deal with the Murchison factor?
I'm sure he did. That didn't seem to affect him.
No. Okay. Well, it's good. I mean, there's no way, Dave, that Chris doesn't know what Matt's doing, right? I mean, he talks to him all the time. Like you're not telling.
But I don't
us
think he
something.
asked
There's
them
something
financial.
What do you want me to say? What do you think I'm not telling you?
Are they going subscription?
Oh, I don't know. I don't know if they made a decision on that. I have no idea.
Oh, okay.
Matt hasn't. Matt's
I
first.
do. I think they are. I think.
They may be.
And by the way, you know who started that? Me. I told Gerry to do that.
Yeah.
I'm sure you did. Maybe you didn't, Dave.
I'm not as pro subscription, but
It's money.
it brought
it's money. If you need money, it's money.
But look at
I think it makes a lot of sense for them.
I think donations is the play, but I don't know.
Oh
Yeah.
God, I'd love for Gerry to beg for donations.
That's the part. Is he's not a good marketer. That's the hard part.
You don't think so?
No.
You don't think so?
No.
Who's easier to work for, Kirk Minahan or Gerry Callahan?
Both different.
Gotta be Gerry. Gotta be Gerry.
No.
You always ask this when people are working for you. You can't do that. They're gonna say you.
No, I don't care. If
No,
it's-
but he's not gonna say.
No,
I'd
be honest.
I just said it's gotta be Gerry.
Because Kirk trusts. Like, if I said this isn't happening because of X, Kirk just trusts it. Technically, whatever. Gerry, causes
What's going
a fucking
on?
shitstorm.
Why isn't this working?
Mike this, it's like, you're in fucking Maine with no service. It's going to sound like shit on a shitty headset. There's nothing I can tell you.
I told Mutt and I were talking the other day about the Jimmy Fund. And all Mutt and I do is talk in the Gerry voice, like 90% of the time. And I was telling Mutt the story. It was me. It was after Dino left. It was me. No, maybe Dino was there. Because, yeah, it was when Frozen came out. And we had these nurses on. Nice, very nice women. And you get these big books for both days. And like this guest likes this, likes that. And one of the notes was, can you turn your fucking mic off while you do that?
I got it. I turned it off. Yeah.
Jesus Christ. Miltons.com, South Shore Plaza, Braintree, Chestnut Hill Square, Chestnut Hill, or online at Miltons.com. I'm going to piss. You two talk. I'm going to tell this Gerry story. Go ahead.
All right.
Continue. Whatever you're talking.
I'll give Chris credit to at least the listeners that are viewing this. I think that Carano will do a good job. I don't think you know the economic details behind that deal based on our talk earlier.
No, I mean, I don't work for Gerry. You know,
I think you just talk about the show. You talk about what he's going to try to do, but you don't know the business side of it per se. No. So yeah, I think he can make a run at it. You know, I think he's smart enough to not leave I was smart enough to not leave a job to go do that. And it wasn't a full-time thing for me either, but I think he's smart enough to not take a full-time job if he doesn't know what they can possibly pull off.
I mean, it'll work out. I mean, you know, remember too, you know, Matt doesn't have kids, so you know, it's a bit more, you know, flexibility there, and he's done well for a while. So I mean, you know, there's some flexibility there. But as far as subscription, I think they should go subscription. That would be my recommendation.
Yep. And I also, the other thing I was thinking about Carano, is this his first like Quantum Week, Gerry, Kirk, whatever? Is that his first foray into like creating content?
Yeah, like the Gerry job is his first like real job. You know, right, creating content.
Yeah, like
right.
I came from radio. Steve came from radio.
Right.
Like Carano, if he wants to do content, at some point you got to take a risk.
Yeah, I think that's how he's looking at it.
It's not crazy.
And it's a risk with a guy that's been in the business for 20 years. You know, so at least it's not, you know, some fly-by-night guy. It's someone who's done this a long time.
Yes.
I hope it goes well. Yeah. So they would give us this big book with all these guests. You know, this person likes this. We had these nurses on, and Gerry would get so worked up during the Jimmy Fund those 2 days. A, he wanted to raise a lot of money, and B, he knew that nobody wanted to listen to it, which is just a fact. Like, our numbers would be 30% where they normally were. We knew that. We just knew that going in. No one was going to listen. We punted 2 days, which would drive us nuts, but we understood. So we had these two nurses come on, like about my age, maybe a little younger. And the thing was, they sang Frozen songs with the patients at that time, little kids. So at the end, I was like, "Oh, let's sing Let It Go," because my daughter Kate was super into it at the time. And I started singing to it, you know, from the beginning, Let It Go. Let It Go. And they kind of knew it, but didn't know it. And you could tell they're nervous. You forget, like, they're on the radio. Like, you know, they're not used to doing it. So they're done. They get out. And there's always people going on. And Gerry just has this book, and he's just like, I'm like, what's wrong? He's like, those nurses didn't even know the words of the fucking song. They lied to us. I'm like, no, they're just nervous. It's not that big a deal. He's like, you know, David gets worked up. He's just like, fuck. And I'm like, all right, it's okay. Because like, the nurses are good. Good nurses bring in good patients. We don't want these old people telling boring stories. No one's listening. But he was right. He was right.
Oh, my God. There's those nurses doing God's work with the Jimmy Fund, and he's just shitting all over
He's trying to raise money.
Yeah.
Did he sing along?
Let it go. I don't think you knew that one. No, I don't think you knew that one. What were you doing? Anything else or no?
Nothing.
We'll take a few
crazy.
calls if you want.
All right.
You're going, and so is Gerry, I believe, to the Colleen Ritzer 5K, right?
Yeah, we are.
I'll be there as well.
Oh, good. Yeah, we need to promote that more. I've done a good job online, not here. Yeah, Colleen Ritzer, it's a fucking terrible story. Awful the way she was killed. It's heartbreaking. She's from Andover, and it's a thing they've been doing for 6 or 7 years, probably now, I guess. Yeah,
it's been a while.
And it's, when is it, Justin? September 22nd, maybe.
I want to say the 19th. I want to get it.
Might be right.
I want to get it right.
Yeah, let's get that. Justin, you looking it up?
It's the 19th.
Saturday or Sunday?
I believe it's a Sunday.
Sunday, September 19th. A bunch of them, actually, they reached out the other day, the race, and said, you know, thank you so much for doing this. And I'm thrilled to do it. So if you're a Minute fan, we'll tweet it out, Justin. Is Justin dead?
He's not hearing. Yeah, we'll tweet it out. I got you.
All right, tweet the link to that race again, and we'll keep talking about between now and then. If you're a Minute fan and you just want to, you know, right now, if you want to start right now, you can run the 5K on September 19th. If you start training today, I'll be there. I'll be running it. Gerry will be with us. He's going to run it. Dave, you're going to be there?
I'll do it. I'll start. I haven't ran in 5 years, so
okay.
Sure.
Chris is in. Justin?
Of course.
You're going to run the 5K?
Yep.
All right, that a boy. And all the Minute fans. So sign up right now. Dave will tweet out, and the phone number for the phone calls as well. Thanks, Chris. I always forget doing that on the show. That is September 19th, Sunday, Andover. It's actually a very nice race. It's a great time of year to run to. It should be a beautiful, nice, crisp, early fall morning. And it's just for all the Minifans to get together for a great cause. And it's, the Scholarship Foundation is great for that, but that story is heartbreaking. If you look up Colleen Ritzer, brutal. Jerry's wife it works with the race as well, knows the family, and a good friend of mine, his sister was very good friends with Colleen Ritzer. So I'm very, very happy to do it. So there you go. All right, did you tweet out the number, Dave?
Tweet it out. Load it up.
Oh, Jesus. All right, let's do it.
781.
Oh, hey guys, it's Steve.
Steve Robinson?
Yeah, it's me, Kirk. How are you?
I'm fine, Steve. I texted with you yesterday, as you know.
Oh no, of course. I was actually just looking at those while masturbating.
Okay.
Yep. Well, I just wanted to let you know that I'm up here. What was that, Kirk?
Do you have anything? Is there a reason? Do you
Well,
do anything with
no,
this or what?
I was just calling to. Well, yeah, I was calling to check in with you and Dave. I know that fat fuck Mike's not in today, but
He's not. Okay, so we're good.
No.
No, try again next time.
Was that your new producer for season 2 of the case, or your old producer for season 2 of the case?
Steve Robinson, TBD.
Oh.
Still not sure. Actually, still not sure. Congratulations to my buddy Trent as well, by the way.
Oh, yes.
I always make sure to retweet that now that Dave complained about me giving them promotion.
I was just joking.
It came from a place.
Did I ask you this question? How much golf does he play? Because Riggs plays every day, right? How much golf does Trent play? Do you know?
I mean, I don't know if he's married or has kids or anything. I don't know his story.
But he's always in the office. Like I see him do bachelor stuff.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, probably
so I
not
don't think he's playing as much. Because
Riggs' whole life is this. Like literally his entire life is this thing.
Like when did you break 100? Like I didn't want to shit on him, but I feel like if he played
Almost
golf
the first couple times I played. No, maybe within the first 10 times I played.
Yeah.
How old were you when you started playing golf regularly?
17.
Okay.
Yeah, that's when I first started playing ever.
Okay.
I would say within the first couple months.
Yeah. I mean, I just think he's been playing for a long time.
But that's okay.
I don't think he plays that much. I honestly don't. I
Probably
think
not.
Maybe let's call it like once or twice a month. Maybe it seems.
Yeah. He's playing a lot during this. It seems.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you playing a lot this summer?
I am not.
Why?
Just with kids, it's hard. You're just running around. You don't have to worry about this.
No.
You abandoned your children years ago.
I don't have any kids.
Yeah, sure.
No kids.
Right. Of course. Right.
Maybe one day.
Yeah.
Maybe.
You're moving.
Well, my wife's younger than I am.
How old is she?
She's 32.
Oh, okay. She's much younger.
Yes.
Jesus. Okay. Huh. Hello.
Hey, Kirk. It's Little People, Big World Guy. How's it going?
Good. I mean, I'm glad to hear your voice because are they still loaded up, David?
Yes, they are.
I mean, I'm so Amy Roloffed out at this point. I'm not going to abandon it. I wouldn't do that to my mom. But like this fucking rock thing is is a work of a serial killer.
The two of them sitting, picking through that giant pile of rocks.
Chris, what is Chris doing?
One day they're going to find Amy. They're going to find Amy in a pile of rocks dead. And he's going to think back, you had me wash these rocks and all. And the washing of the rock saga, she just loves to complain. She wants something to argue about.
Chris laid out Chris from Little People Big World, Amy's fiance, laid out a perfectly reasonable thing. Amy Roloff is giving out rocks as like painted rocks to each group at a wedding as like the gift or whatever, you know. Which
They're getting rocks?
Yeah, rocks, which nobody wants anyway. Isn't that what Charlie Brown was pissed off about in the Christmas thing? Did they throw a rock in his bag? But so they're painting rocks, and Chris is like, I need to know like the date. And Amy's like, why? And this Chris guy is like, what was it, Little People Big World guy? Because he had to wash them and clean them and let them out in the sun or something, basically, right?
Correct, yeah. So she wants him to wash them mid-May, and then she plans on painting them with her two fake friends mid-June. So,
right. So Chris is like, Chris, just give me a day and I'll do it. I'm going to do it. And she bitches about that. And she's like, why? And he's like, he lays it out. She's like, I just think you're being difficult. Oh, the worst, the fucking worst. And, you know, I have kids.
Let's not forget this is the same lady. It's the same lady 2 years to clean out her garage.
Oh, shit. The biggest slob of all time. And that's not even like, I have had little kids. I've seen little kids. Both of my little kids, Kate, has had fish. Like, they were not as excited as Amy Roloff was when her and Chris came rolling in with a fish in their fucking house the other day. It was just embarrassing. I hate her fucking guts.
I really can't stand her. She's probably besides Tori, she's my least favorite person on the show. I think Tori did a good job the last episode. Obviously, that's tough to deal with. But her talking about how she went and became a teacher, and then she's never going to go back to teaching, like, that's just Steve's like dream. He's like, it
True.
just shows how lazy all teachers are.
I don't want to criticize them at all because I feel very bad they lost the baby. But just a piece of advice for the future: don't be telling people you're pregnant when you're 2 weeks in. Like, that's not a great idea. Just not smart.
No, 100%. That I think everyone knows that's the rule. You got to wait a little bit before
12
you
weeks. Just wait 12
you
weeks.
Don't tell family.
Right.
Yeah, it's,
That's why Dave told me privately
that
that they're having another baby. But
Wow, congratulations,
yeah,
Dave.
yeah.
We've talked about it.
Yeah, don't do that to yourself.
I don't think it's
you have
the
two.
right call. Yeah, I don't think it's
don't
the right
get.
call.
It's even.
I like one of them having a sibling though.
Well, they do.
Well, like of their own, of the same gender, obviously.
Why?
You know? Like sisters, they have a bond, or brothers, they have a bond.
It's good.
Yeah?
You're good.
I'm good.
Then you start chasing that.
Oh, true. That's good.
Well, I mean, I guess if you have three, then do you hang up on them?
I just did, yeah.
I'm a little big world guy.
Yeah, I didn't know. I thought you were done. You're
fucking
on to the.
idiot.
Yeah, sorry.
I was not. I could talk to that guy the rest of the show.
I do have news though.
What's that?
This is Big Ev, who is quote tweeting the Dozen Trivia announcement that Rico has joined the team. And had a handshake agreement that Rico, Kelly Keegs, and myself were a team for season 2. Rico was even the one that recruited me to the team.
Ooh.
I accepted, and Jeff D. Lowe confirmed the roster.
Do you have Big Ev's contact information?
You want me to DM him? I'll reach out to him. Excuse me while I take the knife out of my back.
I did not know about this.
Wow. I'll DM him.
I did not know about this. I feel very badly about this if this is true. If this is true, if this, Rico claims to be this man of honor, this mafioso guy, and he's going to stab Big Ev, whoever that is, in the back, who I think was on Dave's poll of the most useless employees at Barstool.
He was.
What does he do?
I think he's just kind of a general content creator and blogger.
Okay. So he doesn't do anything.
Yeah, I don't know.
Okay, right. Yeah. Huh. I don't know about that. I don't like doing that.
No, I think Justin needs to be on the team.
And who's the other people on the team?
Kelly Keegs.
I don't know who that is.
Yeah, and who's the other one? Yeah, Rico, Kelly Keegs.
Oh,
and
Rico
Big
will be
F.
the third. Sure.
Yeah.
That's bad. Yep. That's not good. That's not good. I mean, I respect Rico. He's chasing the title. But if it was a handshake agreement, I don't know. All right, we'll take a few more. Still load up?
Jack Mack also has a comment on your new team.
What does he say? Jesus.
He said he retweeted the Dozen tournament, and he said, still a free agent, sadly. Someone said, Team Minahan 7.0 is Jack Mack's time. And he said, I respect the decision from Kirk. Would be an honor playing for him. The dream would be dropping Pat and me sliding in. Pat adds no value to that team. 0 points the other night.
Well, not
sad.
Nope. I'm a Pat guy. Pat's a loyal guy. I don't do that. No, I don't like that from Jack Mack. You might slide into the Rico spot here, but that kind of attitude. Then I bring him on the team with Pat with that in the air. I can't do that. What do we got?
617. I'm trying.
What's up?
What's up?
I got a movie question and then a.
We have two. You have two movie experts here now. Quantum Week Chris is here as well.
It's your lucky day.
All right, so it goes for all. So let's just say you wiped the slate clean. You never had a wife and kids.
Okay.
You're about to settle down with somebody you think you're going to marry, and the one thing you don't know about that person is what their favorite movie is. And say you're getting married the next day. What movie would they say that would make you call the entire thing off?
If they said to me, you know what, I liked the Entourage TV show, but I like the movie even more, I would probably murder her or him.
My 1A, I know you don't normally give a shit about the listener, but
go
I'm
ahead.
going to go with Castaway or Room. That screaming fucking kid was so bad. And Castaway, Tom Hanks just screaming fucking Wilson. Everything.
I actually thought the first half of Room was very good.
I like both those movies. Actually, I love both those movies.
I didn't like the second half of Room once she got out, it became less interesting.
It wasn't
to
as...
me. And Castaway, to me, same thing, ironically. Castaway, the minute he gets off the island, loses a lot of steam. Like, I don't care about Helen Hunt. It's dumb. Talk about your mom. Helen Hunt didn't wait 2 seconds with Chris. What's his name? The guy from...
Chris Noth.
Yeah, I mean, like, if you do the math, it was like a week.
I know.
No, when he gets back up...
But she kept the map in the house.
That's true, yes. and the Jeep and the fucking...
Right, yeah, I had a Jeep in a garage.
Castaway, to me, the thanks for the call. The middle is great. When he's on the island, it's awesome.
Did you try to... I try to read Room, the book. I have a hard time with children...
Well, I also don't like... I watched Room, but I don't like having kids. I don't like kids in peril movies at all. Like I was like, I remember I was in the theater saying, get out of the fucking truck. You know, he's. I was like, get off. I actually thought the kid Jacob Tremblay, is that his name?
Yeah, he's great in that.
He's very good. He's very good in the I liked that.
Dr. Sleep.
No. Was he in that?
Yeah, he had a small role.
He was in the Superbad 7th grade movie.
Oh, yes. I watched that on the plane because of your recommendation. It's actually pretty funny.
Yeah, it's like not great, but
No,
it's a funny 90
pretty
minute.
good.
Did you see that, Justin?
No, I have not.
That's why you're not on the team.
Good Boys. That's what it's called.
Good Boys.
Yes,
thank
that's
you.
right.
It's like 90 minutes. Watch it this weekend, Justin. I want to review on Monday.
You know what else I'm going to be watching this weekend? Is The Untouchables. Someone had me do a scene from it.
They still
on
load
Cameo.
up, Dave? Or what?
They are still
Okay.
loaded up. Yes.
Gives a shit about you watching Untouchables? Not me.
401.
The fuck?
Don't put handprints on the finish.
Uh-huh.
Kirk,
Yes.
my fucking hand is stuck down the drain, and I can't reach the fucking phone.
You're
son of a bitch.
You're flexing. You're flexing.
$6. Now get the fucking detergent and lubricate my wrist.
Okay, Junior. Okay.
Well, what, my fucking toes?
That was a dumb suggestion. Good point, Junior.
This fucking house. I'm dying here. Hey, Dave. Guy comes home with a bouquet of flowers for his wife. I guess I'll have to spread my legs now, she said. Why, he asks. Don't you have a vase?
All right, thank you, Sopranos guy.
Thank you.
Always good. Haven't heard from him, I don't think, much lately.
That's a second call. In a
Is that
couple
right?
weeks. Yeah.
You still loaded up?
Loaded up.
All right. How are we doing with our Big Ev thing?
I reached out. Nothing yet.
Okay.
Maybe he's busy.
Text someone will have his number, Jeff or somebody.
Yeah.
Hello.
Hi, Kirky.
Hello.
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 It's MJ.
It's MJ from Entercom?
Oh, yeah, baby. I'm behind my desk.
Oh, jeez. I do not like you, MJ. I don't want... I get, flashbacks thinking of you at that desk.
Oh, baby, I remember. I'd go back and get those crackles for you from the club.
You occasionally would. I did appreciate that.
Crackles.
No, it never veered
Oh, yeah,
into...
baby.
Well, okay. I knew it would.
And I'd love when those interns came to take over my desk for lunch. Oh.
Okay.
Oh.
Go ahead.
And when you'd walk by after lunch. Oh.
I wasn't really there after lunch. I was long gone by then. But sure, whatever your fantasy is. Would you ever put a crackle inside yourself?
Oh, I'd let it melt for those dirty interns.
Wait a minute, interns? This is not okay.
Yeah, like Blind Mike when he first got there.
Oh, right.
He'd watch my desk for lunch.
Right.
Oh.
MJ, how many crackles would Mike have at the time?
Oh, in his ass or in his mouth?
Both.
Oh, well, about 10 in the mouth and 50 in the ass.
Thank you, MJ. Good to talk to you again. It's been a while.
I got Big Ev's giving me his number right now. You want to give him a call?
Sure.
quick?
Well,
Yeah.
I think we should solve this controversy before we get out of here today.
All right.
They're still loaded up. Hang on if they're loaded up.
Hello?
Hey, it's Kirk. How you doing?
Kirk, what's going on?
What's going on, buddy? So I just want to be very clear about this. Dave Cullinane, my producer, we're live on the air now doing the show. I was not aware to be if there was such an agreement. I don't want to get in the way of a gentleman's agreement. I will say that. I feel very badly about this.
No, listen, Kirk, it's not on you. It's just one of those things where, listen, obviously you've been to the best of the worst places. There's certain things that you build relationships.
It seems like are you on? Hold on, Ev. Are you on speakerphone or something? I can't really hear you.
No, I'm on speaker.
You're not coming in great.
You hear me now?
No, it's not great.
What about now?
Yeah, that's good. Go ahead. So start again. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
All right, so it's obviously nothing to do with you. I mean, me and you haven't really gotten to cordially meet.
Sure.
My whole thing is that, listen, obviously you work in a lot of places. I think everyone has at this point. It's where there's work friends, there's real friends. Rico Bosco to me was a real friend. He was someone we talked personally about things.
Right.
Family, friends. We're friends outside the office.
Sure.
I'm the kind of guy where I'm friendly. I'm not always the most outwardly friendly guy. I'm kind of I don't trust everybody guy. So you kind of peel back those layers.
Right.
I considered him a close friend. It was I didn't get a text, didn't get a phone call.
So what happened? So So you guys had an agreement. It was you, Kelly Keegs, and Rico. Done. Agreed. You were going to be a team.
Yeah. Even confirmed with Jeff D. Lowe.
Wow.
He was the one who recruited me to the team.
This isn't good. I mean, would you want to do you want me to remove Rico from the team so you can have? Or do you not want any part of it?
No.
the damage is done.
Yeah, I respect that.
It's a principle thing.
I respect that. Well, I'm sorry to hear that. I didn't realize that was the case.
No, listen, like I said, it has absolutely nothing to do with you. Obviously, you didn't know. You weren't trying to poach him from my team. You weren't aware.
I was not. I wouldn't do that.
You just a guy that preaches some things and integrity.
I agree.
What you do when no one's watching.
Right.
And I'm someone, I don't know how much you've seen of me or whatever, just certain things. Me and Rico are very close. I've been someone that's supposed to be on our show, Central, where I came to bat for him most times than most people have. I always give him the benefit of the doubt.
Jeez.
Always in his corner. He was actually someone who, a few months ago, my grandmother passed away. He went out of his way to give me a card.
That's very nice.
Sorry, I really appreciated
That's classy.
that.
See, that's class.
It was very classy. I was wondering, so when someone turns around and stabs in the back like this, it hurts that much more.
I would think so. See, now you put me in a tough spot, Big Ev, because now I'm going to bring this guy in the team. To your point, there's always like mafioso, trust. You got to be a soldier. You got to be loyal, blood oath. And now I'm like, geez, is he going to be? How can I trust this guy?
Like I said, I've given him the benefit of that more than anyone. When his back's against the wall, I've been a guy that's been in this corner. When he's that, I'm in the middle of writing a blog right now. We're going to finish it after I hop on Dick Central in 10 minutes.
Yep.
But he was even the guy. He had some family things come up recently. I even looked
I
back
know
at my text. I was the one texting him saying, "Hey, here for you whenever you need me. I'm always a text or phone call away." That was the kind of relationship we had. If I was getting married, he would be invited to my wedding. Probably not a ton of people from Barstool would get invited. He'd be one of them.
Still?
He was a close friend.
You still consider him a friend, or is it over?
Listen. I was asked this morning if Brandon Walker came up to me this morning and said, "Are you still a rider?" I'd say as it stands right now, I'm not a rider.
Wow. See, that's all. That's it. All right.
tough to hear.
Go finish that blog. And sorry to be the middle of this.
No, it's all good. No worries.
All right, buddy.
Show, guys.
All right, I'll see you soon. Wow. I mean, that's big.
Sounds hurt.
I'm in a terrible spot here.
Rico's going to do the same thing to you, right? Once a cheater, always a cheater?
I think so.
Yeah.
I mean, I think he's thinking he's graduating, though. You know, like that seems like I don't know. I mean, Ev seems really smart. But I don't know what. Maybe they're all three are great at trivia. But boy, that is. I don't know Ev. He seems like a nice guy though, a loyal guy. And then he gets stabbed. You know, Rico gave him a nice card, and now he stabs him in the back, right in the back. I mean, that's not even disputable. Jesus. All right, go ahead.
Let's see, 401.
Hold on, 401. 1 second. SimpliSafe.com/Kirk. Make your home secure, your life secure, nice and easy. You know, they send it to you. You set up yourself. If you have any issues, you call them. They'll walk you through the entire process. And if there's real danger in your life, well, then they get you help faster than you normally would. That's all. You want to make your house safe? You go to SimpliSafe.com. SimpliSafe.com/Kirk. Today, you customize your system and get a free security camera. You also get a 60-day risk-free trial. There's absolutely nothing to lose. Try it. You'll thank me. That's SimpliSafe.com/Kirk. 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 Do that today for your 60-day risk-free trial, free home security camera, and total home security forever. All right, what's up?
All right, Kirky. Movie question, radio question.
Go ahead.
The Place Beyond the Pines. Never heard you talk about it. Thought you'd love it.
I saw it. I liked it. I didn't love it. I liked it.
Really?
Yes.
Wow.
What do you want me to say?
Surprising.
No. Well, I'm sorry.
All right. Radio question. You used to have a drop on the EI.
I remember.
What was it?
I did it.
The water stink.
What's that?
The water stink. Remember that drop?
No.
No.
What is
All
that?
right,
What is
whatever.
it? No, what is it?
I don't know. No, I didn't. I wanted to know where it
You're
came
asking
from.
me to remember what a Ken drop, like a Kirk and Callahan drop?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know. Jeez, I don't remember that.
Can you imitate it?
I think he's doing it right now, I think.
What
no?
is it?
Can you imitate the drop?
Yeah, no, he just said the water stink.
I can see why you'd want that as part of this show.
Sounds.
I don't know. I don't remember. Somebody will tweet it to me today now.
Yeah,
You
we'll
asked
find
it.
it. We'll find it.
All right, thanks, buddy. Jesus.
I should be on hold for like 40 minutes to ask that.
I think people think I remember almost nothing from that show. Really, very, very.
I do pretend because like someone mentioned like Albert from Rhode Island, and it sounded like you were kind of pretending.
No, I remembered he was a jerk, but I didn't remember
Really?
like no, because you just like I've tried. No, I remember he was like an asshole caller.
I feel like Gerry went away or something, and he came in studio with you, and you loved it.
He did. He did like we did I remember that we did a day of like an hour with a bunch of guys. I think Kevin from Bristol was one of them.
Wow.
Yeah, I believe
And
he
Albert was one of them. And I don't know. We had Rear Admiral in one day. I know that. I
Oh, that's right. You had Rear Admiral and Jimmy Murphy at the same
him I
time
remember.
one day.
He's
yeah.
a fucking piece of shit. Not Rear, Jimmy Murphy. Oh, God. Like Joe, just he's like a little bit of Joe Haggerty's cum just floating around in a toilet bowl. Oh, God.
215.
I do wish death on him.
Hey.
Hello.
Kirk, you're overlooking a fantastic Matt Damon film,
What's that?
The Informant. It's like
I said
2008.
I said The Informant. I said The Informant.
You mentioned it.
It's my favorite Matt Damon performance ever.
Fantastic. Steven Soderbergh, he did Traffic. Another great
I'm
one.
aware of him. Yeah.
Besides that, what else did that guy do? I feel like his other movies are shit.
Steven Soderbergh?
Yeah.
What else has he done? He's had a very long and successful career.
I mean, he created
I
probably
don't
the first
know.
successful independent film. He changed the game more than Tarantino in some ways.
In some ways, yeah, it was sexualized and videotape.
He made it viable.
But if you're looking at box office stuff, like he did Erin Brockovich, he did the whole Ocean series. I mean, he's also, he's had
Never seen Brockovich.
Ocean's
Never seen
11?
Brockovich.
Oceans?
I've seen Ocean's 11. I've never seen Brockovich.
All right, well, I mean,
What do you want me to say? I mean, but The Informant's great. He also has a book called Getting Away with It, and it's an interview book he did with the director Richard Lester, who directed. People would know him from like Superman 2, but he was
Hard
kind
Day's
of
Night.
Yeah, he was kind of his hero, and it's a diary that Soderbergh makes while sort of in the down point of his career before whatchamacallit.
Yeah, it's like an Anne Frank kind of
with
thing.
J-Lo, yes, with J-Lo and Clooney. Out of Sight, which is another good Soderbergh movie too.
Very good.
And then interview back and forth with Richard Lester. I still have it. Actually was texting Jeff Lowe about that a month or so ago. It's a great movie book. So there you go. All right, goodbye.
I don't give Lester credit for Superman 2, by the way.
I know, but you know what I mean.
I know.
Yeah. But it had his comic sensibility though, parts of it.
A Hard Day's Night, especially.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You see, even like the scenes with like the
three guys, General Zod and those guys.
Yeah, but even like at the end where like he goes back in the diner, like spins the guy around, like throws him down, and the guy lifts it. That's a very Lester-esque.
It is.
But yeah, that's a Donner movie. For sure.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, I'm not a huge Richard Lester fan. I think he's still alive. Hello.
Hello, Kirk. You'll never guess who this is. It's God himself. Oh.
Okay. Good to have, I don't think we've had God call the show ever.
I'm everywhere and nowhere, Kirk. I heard that you were also a form of Jesus. I've been missing mine, and I was wondering if you could kind of help me find him.
Find your son, Jesus?
Yes, as from one Jesus to another.
Okay, I mean...
Any info on the...
you want me
I
to...
know that he likes to frequent strip clubs, and
That's
maybe a
not
little
true.
investigative journalism might be up your alley.
Season 2, The Search for Jesus? It could happen, God. It could happen. Thanks for the call. It's not going anywhere. Okay. But all right. You still loaded up, Dave?
They are still loaded up.
All right. Allbirds.com, ALLBIRDS.com. Keep things light and breezy with the Allbirds Tree Runner. Discover your perfect pair at allbirds.com today. Simple and versatile designs, breathable, machine washable, made from sustained natural materials. Feel light on your feet. No question about it. I can tell you right now. No doubt about it. And certifies a public benefit corporation. So they, great company, great people. We're happy they've been with us for a while. Go buy some Allbirds shoes right now. Allbirds.com, ALLBIRDS.com. Discover your perfect pair right now at allbirds.com. They lead the industry in crafting quality footwear and apparel with natural materials and finding more sustainable ways to operate. Really good company, good people. I'm glad for that partnership. Allbirds.com. Hello.
Hey, Dave.
Yes.
Hey, this is John from the local pretzel factory.
Hello, John.
I tried to call yesterday, but we have Kirk's brain that was absolutely twisted up in the pretzel by that random grocery store worker.
Not true.
It was so perfectly crafted by these, no one's hands. I don't know who that was, but it was twisted up all ways to Sunday.
It did mess with me a little bit. That is true. I can't argue that. Actually, you're right. He just had one joke, Dave.
Yeah, I
just
think
move
that
on.
was
You hang
it.
up.
Yeah, I was
You just
trying.
hang up.
I
Calls have been great today.
Yeah.
Oh, well, it's part of the show.
Well, the last, I guess, Wednesday was so good, though.
Was it? Which one was Wednesday?
John
was that
Amos
Trump?
and
Oh,
Trump
okay, yeah, that was a
and
good day. Yeah.
Drunk Greg Hill.
Drunk Greg Hill,
Well, Dave's, I guess Justin was telling me that Dave's like trying to keep those guys off. Whatever.
That's not true.
You're just taking new callers.
That's actually no, that's the opposite one.
That's not what Justin told me. Hello.
Okay.
Hello.
Hello?
Yes. Good morning still. Morning.
Kirk, so you've talked about my hometown 3 or 4 different times. I'm guessing it's one of your favorite small towns in the United States of America. I want you to try to guess where it is. I'll give you a couple of hints.
Oh, okay. Makes it easier. Thank you.
Midwest.
Yep.
It's close to the college Ronald Reagan went to. It's close to the town Ronald Reagan.
Well, that's Eureka, where he went to. That's where he went to college.
Yep. And okay, so it's around there.
Washington?
Probably. Yes.
Yes, I like Washington, Illinois.
Why do you know about Washington?
I'll tell you why I know about Washington. In 2009, we went to adopt a little girl in Peoria. We were there for like 3 weeks. And Washington was a town. How far would you say it is from Peoria? 15 minutes, maybe.
Yeah, 15 minutes, right across the river.
And it was, it was a good running town. And it was when Kate was little, so it was actually potty training her that week. So I'd take her for a run in the stroller. And then there was a little deli there. We'd go get lunch. It was a nice library. It was a nice running. Although I think the town got really wiped out by a tornado, right, a few years ago?
Yeah, that was actually my senior year of high school.
Would it be like 10 or 11? No?
A month and a half off of school because of it.
Was that like 11, 12? What year was that?
14.
14, okay, yeah. But it was a very nice town. We didn't wind up with the girl.
The square has to be one of your favorite places.
Very nice.
Yep.
Very nice. Yeah. I remember thinking like, I could definitely live there. Definitely. Beautiful. And Eureka's a nice little town,
Good.
too.
I like to hear that.
Yeah. Maybe we'll do a show there. Who knows?
Did I call?
I didn't know that you tried to adopt another kid.
Yeah, 2009. Yep.
Is that the only other time that happened?
Yes. After that, I said, we're never doing this
Oh, my
again.
God. So you went there for 3 weeks and the mom decided to keep the kid?
The mom decided to keep the kid.
Oh.
We had the baby for a night at the hospital.
God.
And then, they took her away. They literally came in. I was downstairs with Kate. And they told Christine that she's like, you got to come upstairs. Kate and I came running upstairs, and they took the girl. She's like, no, this is how it went. They're like, no. Once they say the parent, the birth mom within that hour window was like, I'm keeping them. It's their kid. So they got to bring them back to the kid. To the kid back to the parent.
Oh, my God.
Yeah,
Thank God you already had Kate, but that's still awful.
Oh, yeah. Well, unfortunately, because of that, we have Harry, so it was even worse. As we always tell him. This is just,
That's incredibly tragic.
I know. And it was September 11th, 2009, she was born. The mom was, it was through the dot, but the mom was it was a tough case. The father looked like he was like basically her, I don't want to say pimp or whatever, birth father, much older guy. And the girl was like, you could tell the baby was having real drug issues right away. But brutal. One of the worst. Yeah, my mom had actually, Ryan and my mom got there that day. So they got there, it was already gone. We were just sitting there.
Oh my
What
God.
the fuck do you do?
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, that's
rough,
tough.
very rough.
Yeah.
But I mean, everything works out. I mean, and now we have Harry and everything's
Do you ever
fine.
keep tabs on, or is that
the mom?
too hard?
The mom wound up going to no. It's not my. The mom wound up going to jail for like 6 or 7 years for crack.
Oh, this poor kid.
A couple of years. Oh, the kids. They had like 9 kids. These kids are fucked. I mean, I hope everything works out for them.
It's fucking awful.
Oh, brutal.
That guy just wanted you to talk about how nice his town was.
It's a very nice town, but that was my takeaway from it. Was we get that because Kate was getting potty trained, so I would take her during the day because I wasn't working at all during this. I took a couple weeks off, and I would run. We'd go for runs. We'd go. It was beautiful weather because it was September, so we'd walk around the little town, her and I, and it was great. I was like, I could easily live in this town. But then I remember a couple of years later, it got destroyed by a hurricane, a tornado rather.
239.
Hey, Kirk, it's Jeremiah down in Florida.
Hello, Jeremiah. How are you? So definitely lighten things up.
Good. Hey, have you been listening to this Gene and Roger podcast by The Ringer?
I have. It's produced by my friend Mandy Dobbins.
worth-
Amanda Dobbins. No, it's not. It sucks. Like you could. There's actually a good.
Okay.
I have it actually. It's a short book, and it's an oral history about Siskel and Ebert. Let me see.
Oh.
Let me see what I have. If I can find it. So yeah, I'll mention them if I find it. It's good. Let me see if I can find it. Yeah, but this one, this one's just very slow. There's no. Yeah, it's not doing it for me. I've actually bailed on it. I think it's 3 in. I'm like 10 minutes into the third one.
Once you leave Barstool, you think TCM is going to make a run for you after Ben Mankiewicz retires?
It's a good question because I'll tell you, I'm not. I think. Did you call the other day about the Bonfire of the Vanities one?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not feeling that either.
Yeah, I'm sort of out on it. I could see Saturday Night Movie with Kirk with a nice little 15-minute interview with the director.
I'm in.
That's
there
where
it
you're
is.
going.
Enemies, a Love Story, it's called.
Who wrote it? Oh, it's oral history, but who?
Oral history, John somebody. I don't know.
I will definitely read that.
Enemies, a Love Story. And I got it on this. I remember getting it. I would read it during the John and Jerry show. I remember getting it that day, just reading it during the show.
Did you guys see that Carano is doing an oral history for Jerry's show?
No. What oral history is Carano doing for Jerry's show? No, I didn't see this.
Well, he taught Jerry how to suck Brady's dick even more.
All right, thanks for the call. There you go, Jeremiah. Oh, listen to Jerry do gymnastics, trying to make the case that Brady was being critical of Trump, being critical of Biden at that.
That was a reach. I heard that too.
Oh, I mean, Jerry, he's there. Like he went. He didn't go when Trump was president. He likes. Yep. He's left you now. Give it up. He doesn't care about you. He's never going to care about you. He never cared about you. It's okay. It's okay.
Did they ever get to Brady about the vaccine? I didn't even see anything.
I have no idea. Ask Jerry. He's obsessed with it.
He really. I get my Brady vax news from Jerry, and as of yesterday, he had not heard yet.
Jerry's like, this beat writer promised me. He told me on the phone the other
Tampa
day.
guys.
Yeah, he's like, he promised me. Jerry's texting with him. Like, Jerry, Brady did not get the vaccine. You can just say there's no chance. None that Tom Brady put that in his body. Zero chance. All right, 1 or 2 more. Gotta get out of here. Very busy.
4-1.
Hey, Kirk. Did you, by chance, watch the Trent Breaking 100 video, and what do you think about it?
I just congratulated him a few minutes ago. Yeah, I saw the end of it. I was very happy for him.
What do you think about his little tailor-made deal as well? Not bad, huh?
No, not too bad at all. Those guys are doing great. I'll tell you, thanks for the call. I'll tell you, another big Minifan is Riggsy.
Yes.
Big. I can tell you, big Minifan.
What was up with that tweet that he had? He said he's going to be on a plane. He's going to be listening to the show today.
Trivia stuff, I think it was while all that was going on.
I thought he was alluding to the fact that he might be the next guy on the team.
Oh, I didn't think of Riggs. Well, Riggs would be hard to get. He's too busy. He's golfing on the West Coast all the time. But, yeah.
Does part of you think that you're cursed and you're jeopardizing the integrity of the game right now with all this different stuff going on here?
What the hell did I do?
I'm just asking you. Feidelberg actually is the one who broached it on the rundown. So,
all right. Let's call Rico quick. He just texted me. I fucked Ev.
He just texted you that?
Yeah. Do you have his number or no?
No.
All right, 1 second. There's a lot of stuff going on today, Chris.
It's been a jam-packed episode.
It has. At least you have good guests, like Dave Portnoy last time. I mean, Mike Portnoy. Wasn't that last time you
That was last time, yeah. That was a tough one.
Which is funny, I mean. I have to make him as a contact, which is embarrassing enough. Share. All right, you got it?
Yep.
Well, let's call Rico Bosco. Quick. It won't, I've never spoken to Rico, by the way.
The trivia you must have, right? Before the show?
But, I mean, no.
Hello.
Well, I mean, what are you doing?
What do you mean?
You can't fuck over. We just had Ev on. He's devastated.
I know. So, but I can't fuck the skip. So now what?
You can't what?
I can't fuck the skip. Smitty fucks his dad. I can't fuck the skip.
It's a tough call. I mean, I just feel bad. Like Ev was like legitimately like upset. Have you talked to him or no?
Yeah, I'm on tilt, bro. I had a bad clam in LBI. I shit 36 times in 12 hours. I got Portnoy coming from my neck.
I saw that.
Tilt.
I saw that. I said, well, let's fix this. I mean, you're part of the family. I brought you back in. You're a good earner.
Yeah.
But I mean, like, I need you to take care of this thing. And by take care of this thing, I think you know what I mean, right?
I don't. I think you're setting me up. I don't.
No,
really
I just need Big Ev to go away. That's all I'm saying. That's it. That's all I'm saying. Just make the situation go away. That's all. That's all.
Yeah, but then, I mean, he's got a point.
So are you going back to him now? Is that what you're saying?
Nah, just fucking. I'm not. Nobody's gonna win in this scenario.
Well, no. If you made a promise to this guy, why don't you go back, hat in hand, and say, "Hey, I fucked up." You know what it's like? It's like when Henry Hill went to Paulie and said he fucked up, right?
It is. You're right. I'm on tilt. I think Ev's going to tell. You know what? I think I'm going to be a man with no country soon.
Well, why don't you go to Ev and say, hey, do you want me back? And if Ev says fuck off, then you're welcome here.
I think that's a setup too.
Again,
I think you might give me 30. You might give me 3,600 and send me out my way.
Again, it's not Goodfellas. I'm not looking. It's not Karen going to look at the jackets in here. I'm just saying, like, I actually feel Ev seemed legitimately he seemed like he's a good friend of yours. We like each other. He seems like the way he made it sound is that you two are really good friends, right?
We are.
So then why'd you do that? What happened?
I told you I'm on tilt. I had a bad clam. I shit 3,600. My head's not right. I think it's a joke. Like it's not.
I respect the tilt. I'm just saying, why don't you? Can we get Ev on right now, Dave? Can we do a three-way conversation?
I can try to do a merge call. He's on Pick Central though.
He's on Pick Central. I know. I don't want to. If he's working, that's fine. That's fine. Why don't you talk to him and see the situation, then come back and give me an update in a few hours? Is that good?
Yeah.
Rico,
I think it's gonna. Yeah.
Rico, maybe you could send Ev a card.
Yeah, that's true. You gave him a card, right?
Who is that, Colony? I thought Colony's not part of the show. I listened to Wednesday show.
That was not, but it's not nice to say.
Yes, no, but that's Quantum Week Chris who's here today, Rico.
Just trying to help, Rico.
I want to have you, Rico. You did a great job when you filled in for Jared. I'd love to have you be part of the team. I just don't want Ev to be fucked over. That's all. So in a perfect world for me, you'd be on my team. You'd be one of my guys. That's what I'm saying. I'd like for that to happen, but go take care of the situation with Ev. The thing with you and Ev, this is what it is. It's what it is. But you'd have to have it taken care of.
Yeah, you're right.
I mean, would you be willing to go down to Florida with him and just kind of do something, get taken care of, or no?
Yeah, I got to call and apologize and see if he takes me back. It's the right thing to do. I fucked him. I shouldn't have fucked him.
Right. I think you're free. Yeah. If he's willing to take you back, then you and I, we're good. Our past problems are fine. Hey, tell the kid to be quiet. We're trying to do work here. Jesus. All right. Well, let me know.
The neighbors.
All right. Go take care of it, Rico.
Block that out. Don't be editing out my shit out. You know what I mean? Well, come on. Keep some things private.
All right. Goodbye. There you go. Rico Bosco.
So you're down to 2 people on your team again now?
I don't know.
No, Ev won't take him back. So yeah.
If he comes back hat in hand and says, "Hey, I fucked up,"
Justin, you should be doing something behind the scenes too.
You want me to
He's
reach
the
out
guy.
to Big Ev?
Is Big Ev doing Pick Central right now?
I believe so. You want to call Pick Central maybe?
Yeah.
Let's try that. All right, you want to
This
take?
is important.
It is.
It is.
Better than these. We're good with these dumb calls.
Oh, okay. All right, let me see.
Podium.com/Kirk, by the way. Podium.com/Kirk. You can, pretty simple. Your customers have grown to expect a simple way of doing business no matter your product. Over nearly 100,000 local businesses of all sizes have turned to Podium. Podium can help you stay ahead, whether you have one location or 10,000. With collecting reviews, payment collection, answering questions, scheduling an appointment. You can do it all through podium.com/Kirk. Car dealerships use them. They're doing great. Home service providers, retailers, local service professionals. We've told you about it all week long. We're happy they're here. Stay ahead of the competition with Podium. They have free plans for growing businesses, plus all the power growing businesses need to scale. Go to podium.com/Kirk. Podium.com/Kirk. Do that today.
Let's give him a call.
I mean, are they on right now?
Yeah.
Fellas, thanks for calling. Hang on.
Hello?
I think we're on hold at the moment.
Oh, okay. Who's on right now?
I don't know who does
Brandon
Pick
on
Central. I believe Brandon, Big Ed, Mincy, Brandon.
Oh, wow.
Hello.
Hello?
Something.
Brandon.
I think we're live.
Brandon, it's Kirk Minahan.
It's a principle thing. Because listen. You've seen Dave. You've seen Dave's Twitter. You're not the only one taking shots from Dave this week. I've carried things to the beach before. I've eaten a bad clam or two.
We're not on.
I'm just listen. We're
Pick Central. What up?
Hey, it's Kirk Minahan. How you doing?
Hey, what's up, Kirk?
Hey.
Let me let him know that you're on.
Okay. Hey, Za. How you doing, buddy?
Put you up. Good. How you doing?
Good. Good to talk to you.
There we go. Let me let Brandon know.
Okay.
I was always in the right place. We always did right by each other until today. I was always in your corner.
Well, the King Monster. I should probably come at you for that name.
It's just we can't hear, Dave. Like,
There's got to be some aspect. Maybe they're talking to Rico too, or something.
Okay, all right. So you're not doing it with Kirk, and you have apologized to Big Ev. Am I hearing that right?
Oh.
Big Ev, the man called and apologized to you. That says a lot.
No, I'm definitely not. I'm not a turn down apology, guys. I'll accept apology, guys. I'm not going to sit here and say I'm going to jump back on the team with them.
Tremendous amount of controversy. We named him to the team.
I'm going to need to think about that.
Well, I can't wait.
I'm going to need to think about it.
Huh? That's a lot.
Because how would I look getting fucked like that and then turning around and just being like, oh, like it's all good.
Okay.
Really good point.
That's actually
Rico,
fair.
you got anything else, brother? Okay. You going to be here next week? All right. I look forward to it. Some things. The man's a man of honor. He fucked up. Told you he fucked up. You guys will fix it in time. All sounds good. Rico, thank you very much for calling in. I appreciate it. We do have one more interesting we do have one more person who wants to weigh in. I don't know really where they're coming from, what they want to say. So who is David Callahan? What do you want? What do you guys want?
Hello, Brandon. How are you? It's Kirk Minahan. How are you?
Hello, Kirk. I'm just fine, man. How are you?
Good to talk. I haven't talked to you in a while. So I
haven't talked to you. I texted you, but I haven't talked to you in a while. Yeah.
True. So it sounds like Rico already called. We had Rico on. I talked to Ev earlier too. I wanted no part of this being in the middle of the situation. Just want everything to be good. What is beeping, Dave?
I think I'm getting a call, maybe even from Rico at the moment.
Okay. Rico's calling us back.
Now there's nothing I can do. I don't know who it is.
I just want, I did not like what Rico did. I want to be clear about this because I've been in the middle of trivia controversy all week. My name I want cleared in this entire thing. That's all I'm looking at right now.
You know what, Kirk? I'm just gonna. I love when your name gets thrown in the mud. I'm often in the mud with you. I don't think you were catching anything off of this one. I think you were pretty free and clear.
Okay, but the whiff of between the Trysta stuff and this, to me, I want Rico and Ev to be on the team. I want those guys to shake hands, be done. If they're such good friends, life's too short. You know what I'm saying? These guys know this. So
you're all about personal relationships, Kirk, and I appreciate that.
I'm trying to grow, Brandon, but now here's the problem. Once again, because I think Ev will eventually say yes. I'm a man without I need a third man now again. Who's the third man?
I'll tell you what. So
to quote Tony Schiavone.
So you have an opening on your team. Well, that's interesting. Maybe by next week you can talk to somebody and figure that out.
Okay. Somebody I know or no?
Oh yeah, I would think somebody you know pretty well.
Okay,
I like the wrestling analogy you used there.
Well, I'm a big fan of the podcast. I'm a wrestling guy, so there you go.
Thank you. You and Harry Minahan. I appreciate that. You're my only two in New England.
All right, I'll talk to you later.
Big, have anything to say to Kirk? Kirk's leaving. Okay, Kirk was done.
Me and Kirk already spoke. I did a couple.
We're good.
Okay, I think Rico's going back. Don't you?
Yeah, Rico. That's got to be Rico. He called back.
All right, get him on then. I mean, we got to solve this. I mean, this Rico thing's unbelievable.
Hello.
So it sounds like you're back with Ev, right?
Nah, I think you needed time to make a decision.
Well,
I'm going to be a man with no country.
We can't. There has to be, with all due respect to Ev, always going through. There has to be a time limit to this. The season is going on as we speak.
I know he's probably got 24 hours.
At most. You have to get going. I have to get going. Their team has to get going. We can't sit there for did he accept your apology?
Yeah, he did. He's had bad clams before. Fuck with your head.
The clams.
Mm. He had a bad clam.
You think it's a joke? Fucking Tony had food poisoning and he ended up talking fish.
That's a good point. But it also turned out to be good because that's when he realized the pussy was a rat, though. Are you trying to tell me that you're a rat? Is that your long way of saying
I'm not
it?
a rat. Come on, Dick. Come on.
Okay.
Come on, Kirk.
Okay. All right. Okay. Well, let me know. Keep me updated.
I will. Yeah. I mean, we got.
He just dropped out.
Okay. Good. Man, talk to him again. I mean, I don't know where we stand right now.
I think you have two people. I think you need to get Justin on this team.
I don't think that's what it means at all.
Justin to the dozen. Hashtag. Let's get it going.
What you're seeing right now is how hard it would be for Justin to find his way on this team because people are dropping out and I still don't want him on the team. We've lost like 4 guys, I think, during this show today. I've lost 2 players this week. Trysta and Trysta Krick seems like 10 years ago now, this story.
Trysta and Rico is...
And Rico is there?
You basically lost like 2 people today because you didn't really officially find... I know she got suspended, but like...
Right. In the last 24 hours.
Yeah.
Who's that, Dave?
Just somebody who called in. Yeah.
Oh, what do you want? Hello. All right.
Whatever.
We're good with calls.
Whatever.
We're good with calls. I don't know what we're going to do. Well, no. I mean, the real question is what I do because I think Rico's going to go back to that team. It's the right thing.
There's only one person to call if Rico goes back.
Who's that?
It's in Philadelphia. It's called a Philadelphia.
Who's that?
Jeff Nadeau.
I'm not doing that. I don't like him.
How about KFC?
Oh,
A lot
you
of
don't
people
like him?
mentioned him.
I think KFC knows what I know. Like we're kind of I don't think he's big into it's too. I love Kevin, but I think it's too. Jack Mac's intriguing.
Yeah, but the way he can't have him with Pat though. He hates Pat apparently. Or
Who cares?
What? That's
that's true. I forgot about that. Yeah. Ugh. I don't know who else there is. I mean, I don't think Rico. Don't you think he's going back to that team?
Yes.
Don't you? I feels that way.
Cullinane wants no part of this. He loves Barstool. He wants to be.
No, I would not help. I want no part of it.
It's the first time I ever heard you say you don't want to be part of something Barstool.
No, that's actually probably the fifth time I've said this
Really?
on this show.
I'll just say I know Brandon Walker seemed very frustrated with his team after the loss the other day. Brandon's a friend. I'll just say that.
Are trades allowed? Are things?
Well, people
can
could quit. I would just say to use Brandon's parlance. I mean, if the mega power is united, it would be something pretty spectacular. I don't think we'd need it. I mean, I love that Pat there, but the third player wouldn't even be necessary.
Doesn't Brandon kind of know what you know too, though?
No, but he knows college football. Like
it's
crazy.
True. It's true.
Like crazy. I mean, that would be, honestly, we would never, if Brandon Walker and I were a team, they would have to stop the league. There's no way we would lose. We would never lose a game ever. Pat would be along for the ride, which would be great. We love Pat. But we would go undefeated. It wouldn't even be a competition. It would be like the dream team in 92. We'd be wiping teams out by average margin, 8-10 points a game, I would say. So, but Brandon's got his own team. He's with PFT and with
and they're good, right? Aren't they?
They're okay.
They're
pretty
have
good.
they won 3? Have they won?
I don't know. He's with one of the girls who had that book list.
Rhea, I think.
Fran.
Fran.
Yeah. So, I mean, good. I wish them well. I don't want to break that team up. Because that's exactly what, I want to do what Rico's guilty of. Teams are teams. So we'll see. Maybe we just being Pat. I don't know. Maybe Justin will be on the team. It's possible.
That's what I'm hoping for.
Justin, what's your case? Go ahead.
I think I'm really good at current pop culture stuff. I'm definitely know more about current sports than probably you or Pat. I definitely would know more music questions that's recent. So I think I would kind of fit in well with the.
I'm overwhelmed.
I'm sold.
I'm overwhelmed. I'm really overwhelmed. All right. Well, Chris, thank you.
Thank you.
What guests do we have to thank today? Jesus, Trysta Krick, Jeff D. Lowe, Brandon Walker, and those guys. Rico Bosco, and Ev, right?
Yep. A lot of calls.
What a day! What a day! And we've accomplished as usual nothing. We have.
I think you've lost.
I started the day with I think a team.
Right.
I thought Rico was in, and now I end the day with nobody. It's
and you don't have the next taping on the books, right? So you might have a week to figure this out.
I guess.
And then you're traveling for a week. This is.
Well, we did the traveling with Steve and I a couple of times. I don't mind that. That's easy. That's actually something you look forward to at night. You're in the friggin' hotel.
True.
But I don't know. We'll have to figure it out. We're back Monday with Mike.
Yes.
Okay. Thanks to all the great sponsors. Quantum_week. Is that right or no?
It's right.
Patreon.com.
Yeah. And then you're on tomorrow. We're doing Hoosiers.
Hoosiers and Don't Dream It's Over. Where Carano gets a little too concerned about the composition of the song.
Very technical sometimes.
A little too technical for the audience.
I agree with you.
But he likes it. It makes him happy.
Makes him happy.
He likes to sing too, so he thinks he's a great singer.
He really does.
Yeah, and he's really definitely a great singer.
He's absolutely
a very nice guy. And congratulations to them on their subscription service, which starts Monday, I believe, right?
I don't think so. I think they're still under contract, but
Patreon. That's right. Patreon.com _power. For I believe, right? For the Gerry Callahan show.
Doesn't sound nice.
Don't believe that's accurate at all.
Nice.
That's not what it is.
Doesn't sound right.
They're having a good
That'd
time.
be a strange name.
Everyone likes each other. Actually, the only issue is Gerry and I right now, right?
Jerry knows that's a joke.
I know. I'm kidding.
If he doesn't get mad at Chris Curtis for dumping on him, he can get mad at me for dumping on him. Doesn't make any sense, does it?
No.
Huh. All right. There you go. So congratulations to them as well. We'll talk to you Monday.